looks good. Then... yeah. It's actually a little... Okay. Grab that, grab that. Grab this. Okay. Hewland is locked. I smile. I techno. Morningland, it shouldn't be this fucking humid in Texas. I'm sorry to tell you that. Texas was more humid than I expected. Expected. Not as humid as Missouri, but I definitely remember being in Texas and being like, what the fuck, I thought this was a desert place. Why am I sweating? Yeah, I fucking hate it here. I definitely remember Texas being not what I expected. I agree, Anne. I guess we start. Texas weather is so ass cheeks. I will say, the word that most described Texas weather was sweltering for me. That was the stuff I remember the most. In Missouri, you know, you drive along, you stop, you get out of your car, and it's like, oh, you know, this might be like, oh, this sucks. Texas was like opening an oven. You open the front door, you open your car door, and it's just like, it hits you. It's just like, literally opening the oven and just like, the wave hits you, and you're just like, oh god, I hate this. It was also a lot colder in the winter than I expected in Texas. And the first 3 years of me living there, we lived in a very old home from like the 1960s or something. I forget how old it was. It might have been 50s, because I want to say it was 70 years old when we lived there. This thing had no insulation. It was fucking freezing when we moved to Texas at first. You expected it to be a desert. Why would you be surprised to sweat? No, that's not what I said, Swan. Hi, Elder. I was surprised by the humidity. Not the heat. Specifically the humidity. But yeah, let's start. Trust me, I know. Goobulatorland? What is a goobulator? There's two kinds of heat, Smile, right? There's just raw heat and then humidity heat. Raw heat is like not fun. But humidity heat is like inescapable. Raw heat, you know, you can cool down a lot by getting in shade. Humidity is just inescapable. You cannot hide from it. Elin, did you file your taxes? Yeah, a while ago. Like a month ago. Slimeland? Hi, Trogdor. Elin, did you rile your taxes? What does that even mean? What? I feel like there's plenty of other monster types that would be more fitting for me. I'll show you raw heat. Oh my goodness. See, that just makes me think you're gonna pull out a gun. Which I do have a story about. I will slime you in. What the? I'd fuck a Yulin over in Smash Bros. Huh? Oh, Yulin got robbed? No. It was a kick video. Hi, Zvi. Banus. I don't know, I think Jackman's a pretty good actor. I don't know if I've seen him perform any roles in Texas. Don't know if Texas makes Hugh mid. Okay, I get it. Alright. I'd beat you in Smash Bros. Kick mentioned tired. Didn't know you streamed at Kick. Good lord. Good lord. You guys are ridiculous. All I did was see a story from Kick. That doesn't mean I stream on Kick. You fucking freaks. Whoa. Yulin streaming on Kick with the exaggerated swagger of a Kick streamer. He pulled it out on Kick.
I see, you came here to skip your taxes too, huh?
No. So I see you're the type that sees a bridge and just goes, nope, not direct enough, and swims.
Yes. Actually, I just love water in general.
Really?
Heck yeah.
So I'm the exact opposite. My biggest fear is drowning. So I'm like a fucking cat near the bathtub that's just like, I want to do everything I can to not touch the water, to be away from it. Don't get me wet at all.
No, in my case, I love water so much, it's like you have to kind of force me out sometimes.
No,
Getting your lunges on already, huh?
Yep. I've always been afraid of water. Now, you know,
How come?
I don't know if there's any reason to it. I did almost drown when I was 2. I don't know if that's enough to be like, oh, this is life. I don't know if I even remember it. My parents think like, oh, you're afraid of water because you almost drowned. I'm like, I don't know if that's the reason. I feel like that's just, sometimes people get phobias without a reason. And for me, I don't really have a good reason to be afraid of water. I just am. I'm actually a pretty good swimmer. I can swim. I'm just uncomfortable in the water. I'm just like, I don't want to do this. And I would rather be not in the water. I Devilgated. It's very much like that feeling of unease and discomfort and like, I'd rather be doing anything else. Ironically, I live on a lake and have a boat in the backyard. I've never been swimming in it. Where were we? Oh yeah.
That is pretty unusual. You know, maybe you just haven't found the thing that you do like about water when it comes to being there.
Maybe. It's not really something that I'm like, I gotta fix this or overcome it. To me, it's just like, I don't go in the water then. You know, I enjoy all my time on land.
Let me move away from there. Because I'm like right in front of my monitor. So if I go whack, I'm gonna end up knocking it right over. So,
I typically have a pretty good sense of where I am because of my cable. I've got a pulley system. And so if I'm feeling it against my back, it's like, okay, that means I'm facing this direction. Like the pulley's behind me. It's with the bendy strap.
I still need to move my room over. Oh, move everything over to my newer room. And because of that, it's like this room really is, it's not adequate.
Oh no.
Or in a way that I'd like it to be. So you just kind of manage with what you got, right?
I'm in not a similar situation, But I have like a storage room in the basement converted to a bedroom. It's 20 by 40 feet, which is a lot of space for a room. Is it 20? That seems wrong. I think maybe it's 10 by 20. Now I'm thinking about it, I'm like, that's wrong. I know one side is double the length of the other. I think it's 10 by 20. I, however, like have just a little bit too much stuff for this room. It's a little clustered. My parents have been away, and I've just moved stuff out of the room. I've just been like, some stuff is out in the basement, but they come back tomorrow, and so I have to move it all back in. And I'm like, man, I'm gonna go back to being fucking cluttered as shit in here.
There we go. They come back tomorrow?
Come back
Were they
tomorrow.
on vacation?
They have a house in Missouri and a house in Florida. And what they like to do is for the winter go to Florida, for the summer be in Missouri. 6 months and 6 months. Now, the problem with their plan, hi Logitech, hello. The problem with their plan is that Florida has been getting hit by hurricanes like every year. And so it keeps messing with their home. Yeah. The past 5 years, their plans to be in Florida for 6 months have been cut short to like 2 to 4 months. So they were there for, I think, 3 months this year. It was, they left in February, and they're coming back, so like 2.5 months, that they have been in Florida, and they get back tomorrow. Hi, Global. And on one hand, it'll be nice to have them back. I do like them. But at the same time, I want to be, have my privacy. I want to make fucking Blue Twitch videos and I'll still be able to. It'll just be, not as openly, I guess. I'm super behind on you. I'm not a freak. I'm very tame. We talking about the Stake F1 team kicks out. I have no idea what that is. Devil, why are they not loud? I have a fear of Elon. That's why I want to see him in jeans. Well, duh, silly, you swim in water, not in boats. Oh, never mind, that's my game. Man, why isn't it beach day? Look at this possibilities. Walking to our sleep game, big ass room. I also know where I am because I know where I am not. Logitech it. 190. Oh my god. Also, it's Florida. Air. Go. Someone hot finally on stream. I think that's supposed to be oh good. But Global's saying you're hot. Right. I like them too. Hot. They feed me. Hi Noodles. I got 11 hours of sleep. I sent Noodles a Reddit video of helping my friend with insomnia sleep, and it shows somebody kind of tossing and turning over their bed, and then their friend tells them to sit in the middle of the bed and like pulls all the blanket covers over them so that it's like a bag, and then they just start like beating it across the bed and the walls. God. Neil's like, please.
I see where that was going.
I love Noodles, but their sleep schedule is so... It just isn't there because I have really bad insomnia that just gets in the way of all their shit. Fun fact, I sleep with someone in the bed.
Ooh, you
like
do?
Perfectly? Are you saying you have somebody that is in your bed when you're sleeping, or are you like... You sleep best when someone's in the bed? Streakland maintained, off to Workland. I hope it goes fast, Techno.
I feel like this is like that time in the Japanese anime where we do like the back-to-back thing, and then I just kind of like grab you like this and then lift you, and then you'd lift me. I don't think it's gonna work out though in VR.
I wish. My fucking upper back right now just feels like it needs to be popped. I'm just like, oh god. The way I pop it is I like hang off a bed, so like my legs and my lower half of my back are on the bed. And then the bed edge will be like about here. And you just lower that, and usually that feels really good. And I did it like 30 minutes ago, but it's kind of like come back and not fix it. I'm like, oh man. But that sounds nice.
I messed up my shoulder. Not in a normal way, in a stupid way. I was doing some gaming on my beanbag, and I was like leaning off, like with my feet upward, and I'm just kind of like, here, let me see if I can show you.
Okay.
Here, I'll go over here. I fell asleep like this.
Oh, yeah.
And then, at some point at night, I kind of like started to roll and then slid off. And then I was sleeping like this.
Oh my god.
But on my side. And I didn't even realize when it happened, but it's like I leaned my whole body onto my right shoulder, and I'm just like sliding down. And somehow I didn't even realize that I was doing this.
I love my beanbag, but like falling asleep in that thing is just like, I'm gonna wake up and my back is gonna be like, dude, what is wrong with you? So I try to not sleep in it, but god, it's so comfy. How do you sleep, Hewlin?
It really is.
I sleep like a fucking corpse in that once I fall asleep, I do not toss and turn. The best way for me to fall asleep is just on my back, but I get really comfy on my side, and that's not the greatest thing for my back, but it's very comfy in the moment. Hi, Oni Mouse.
Yeah.
When I
didn't realize I was doing that till like 3 in the morning.
Oh no.
And so I was like, oh.
When I fall asleep at night, I'm typically in my bed, just on my back. But basically, literally this position on my back. When I take my nap after the walk, I'll have the futon here in my play space, and I will fall asleep on my side, and I'll have a pillow under my head. I'll have a pillow in front of my chest that I can kind of hold like this so that it looks like I'm hugging somebody. And then I'll have a pillow between my knees. And it's okay. Hi, Prodiggity. How many bits for Hewlin to be tucked into the sea? What? None. My beanbag is my bed. That's... Oh, if your back is okay with that, I guess, hell yeah. What position do you sleep in? I do Master CE Death Pose. But I'm small enough that it's just huge for me. Master Chief? Okay. Hi, Yuli. Science sleep game? You need too many pillows? I just sleep with my plushie. I need a lot of pillows on my side. I need one for my head. I need one for my knees, because if you're on your side, you do want to have a pillow between your legs. That is better for your hips. If you kind of just have your legs like this on your side, that will kind of not be great for your legs. But if you have like a pillow there, it's like the perfect spacing. How many bits to make you the small spoon? That's just free.
Aww.
I like being.
And this means that with plenty of practice gripping with their legs at night
Hang on.
That means
Hang on. Hang on.
Watermelons aren't safe. From Hewlin's hips.
I don't know if you know Meowmies. Apparently she's done 2 videos of crushing watermelons with her legs, and I'm like, I kind of want to do that. Like, my legs, I've worked them out so much. I could probably do it, right? Honestly, a goal I want to do. What, you gripping? The pillow during my naps. Crushing melons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We had a tornado touchdown in Missouri yesterday. That
oh my gosh.
It was apparently very quick. It was like only there for a brief time, but it was I was napping in VR yesterday and I kept hearing the thunder, and then I got up at like 4. Apparently that's when it touched down, but me and my friend, it was actually Ants who was in chat. Both of us were like, well, didn't hit me, so let's play World of Warcraft. Know what else is quick? Your time in chat, Smile, because you're about to go to bed? Wait, no.
You're about to go to bed.
Smile is in Australia, and so typically they are here to say hello, and then it's like 1 a.m. for them, I believe, and so they're like, all right, I'm out. I gotta go bye. Hi, Maru.
I mean, it's either that or it's an invitation.
Well, it's probably always an invitation with that one. It's sad because, you know, they don't get to stick around and I'd love to have them more. But then there's daylight savings time, so for like 4 or 5 months, instead of 1 a.m., it's like 3 a.m. for them. And they, you know, we never see them for that time. And I'll see them in other chats and they're like, Smile. I'm like, Smile, I miss you. And they're like, Yulin. But Australian daylight savings time is weird because it's like not an hour. I forget how the maths out. But it's like a literal 2-hour difference when it happens. Hi, Dore. I think I have 4 more. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze.
Don't worry, I got you. Here you go, just my finger right under your nose. Go.
It went away. I didn't sneeze. And I'm just like, oh my god, I hate
it
this.
worked.
No, I hate it when I don't sneeze. It's so much worse. Did I ever tell you my favorite thing is thighs, like over most parts of the body? I don't think you did. I want to get you to get a watermelon next shopping trip. Hang on. No one else is quick. Wait, no, I'm with Trog. How much? We'll try a watermelon thing next time my parents go to Florida. How about that? I don't want to do it. I don't want to buy a watermelon and be like, look, parents, I bought a watermelon. They're like, oh, you're going to eat watermelon? No.
Make sure it's ripe.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it's not ripe, you're going to bruise the hell out of your legs.
Hi, Dingo. Hi, Bingo. No, I'm with Trog. How much? Wait, no. Bark, it's 12:20 a.m. at the moment. Morning, Pinkman. Good morning, Dore. I didn't get to see many people on VR last night. I spent all my time with Core, and then, admittedly, I was dealing with something that kind of just, I don't want to say had me bummed out, but it was like, I don't want to be on VR right now. Dore, Bun or Mog? I kid Dore, Mog. Okay. They have redeemed Moogle. I'll eat you noodles. Goblin has spoken. I know. I'm on my outdoor walk ATM. Hell yeah. Only joke, Goblin. Have a good walk. Hope you find a cool, smooth rock. When's that? Yulin shares Yulanding today. When? Or a really cool sword stick. Yeah. Going to get my car from the shop. Oh, that's never fun. Yulin, why did you drill a hole in that watermelon? Well, you said you didn't know if we were going to use it today or not. So I did. Oh. Have you seen that Schlatt clip?
I've not.
It's Schlatt and his friend Ted, and they're gonna be doing like a cooking stream or something. And they have a jar of peanut butter, and Ted opens it, and there's just a hole in it, like a very clear, like somebody stuck their dick in the peanut butter hole.
Oh no!
And he's like, Schlatt, why is there a hole in the peanut butter? Well, you said you weren't sure if we were going to use it today or not. So I did. It was just like, oh god.
Can't complain if it's being used.
Yeah, I think you can. I think you very much can. You better still eat the watermelon after you crush it. Or else my head is next. Dog, why is there a hole in that pumpkin? Actually, my head can be next. Anyway, what's wrong? You don't know what happened last night? Just conversation with somebody that's like not a fun conversation. It's nothing really bad. It's no drama. It's just like going through life, people, experiencing changes, and it's just like, things aren't what they used to be. Elin, you can get a lot of reactions if you ask why there's a hole in the blind. No. I have 3 more squats to do. What?
Getting requests by G. So I'm going to jump into another world to meet him.
Okay.
Since it's, yeah.
Mm.
But you do need to friend him later. I'm sure
I
you'll
haven't
like
friended
him.
No. Surely I have. Yeah, I have G on my friends list.
I'll just go and tell him, that if he wants to come over, he can come over here.
I understand it might be very early for him, and I'm typically not a morning person. So if somebody's like, "Hey, come hang out this morning," I'm like,
Either way, it's always good to see you.
Always a treat.
You have a wonderful day. If I don't get to see you again in a bit.
Okay.
Take care, okay?
Will do. Same to you.
Bye-bye.
Tell G I said hi.
I will.
Fuck you. Last time I am you. Elin, where are you going to hide your Blue Twitch stuff when your parents arrive? So I have this really big dresser. It's kind of like, it's one of those stairs dressers, right? So there's a base that's like 5 units long, and then there's one like 2x2 units thing that you could put a TV in. There's one 1x2 units thing that's just like tall, and then there's 4 1x1 like double shelf things. And so that base has like really big like tall drawers. And I use one of those for just all the stuff. Think of it like, how big would it be? It'd be like this wide, this tall. It's just a big ass drawer of stuff. I put all the loot stuff in there, and then I put a pillow on top. So if you open it, you're like, oh, this is just where he keeps like pillows and blankets and stuff. And if you take that first pillow off, it's just the stuff. And it's like, oh God, oh my. But they're not gonna do that. What is Blue Twitch? Guys, my girlfriend is so smart. She's such an entrepreneur. Look at how much money she made only selling fans. No, babe, only fans. That's right. Look at how much money she made just selling fans. All she did was sell fans. No, babe, it's OnlyFans. Right, OnlyFans. Oh, God. I fucking love that video so much. God, it's biggest fans. So sad to hear you're going back in the closet. It's not back in the closet, okay? My parents know. I think. I actually haven't had a conversation with them, but like, I don't hide it, and I don't. It's not like I don't talk. It's not like I'm not gonna talk about this stuff for the next, 6 months or however long they're here in the house with me. I'm still gonna be like just as degenerate and just as open about stuff. But I've never had a conversation where I sit down with my parents and I'm like, Mom, Dad, I need you to know that I like taking it up the ass. That I am a bottom, and I am, like to be called a princess in the relationship. Like, I've never had that conversation with my parents because, like, that's just really fucking weird to me. That's like, I don't know. If I had a boyfriend and they are like coming over, then I'd have a few days for, hey Mom, hey Dad, let's talk about some things because it's gonna start involving you. I have a boyfriend. I've invited them over in 3 days. Yada yada. At that point, it's like, yeah, that's an appropriate conversation. But like, it's literally not something that affects them. So I don't feel like there's a reason to like have that. You cover your loot stuff with a pillow? That's so smart. Why don't I do that? Elin, I open your package. Why'd you order 40 gallons of lubricant? That has literally happened. It wasn't 40 gallons, okay? It wasn't 40 gallons. It was just, small bottle of anal lube. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But we have had the hey Yulin, I'm sorry, I opened your package. Here you go. Hi Leon. It was the 55-gallon drum. No, it was like a 12-ounce or I think a 12-ounce thing. I invited him over so he can take me to Pound Town. That's the bigger thing, right? I'm not like, I don't consider myself in the closet. But I'm not gonna like be walking around naked. I'm not gonna like make a video, literally be in a lewd cosplay, and then like walk to the bathroom to like, you know, freshen up. It's something that like, if I do a video, it's gonna be at like 1 a.m. when they're asleep, right? I'm not gonna be walking around in their house as freely as I would when I had the place to myself. Hi, Wrath. Was it J.O.? That's the good shit? I don't even know what J.O. This is... brand? Where the fuck is the brand? Link. The green bottle. You're going to be more quiet in your videos? I might be. I'm not going to try to be, but... I actually used to fit Xbox controller buttons with lube in high school. Hold on. I actually used to fix... Okay. I read fit Xbox controller, and I was like, fucking what? Hi, Divana. Oh. I make sure to have my loot stuff delivered while my parents are on holidays. Or I just chuck a week of sickies to make sure I am the one that gets the delivery and they will never know. Here's the thing for me, Smile. I warn them. I will be like, I'm getting a package in 3 days. I'm getting a package tomorrow. I'm getting a package today. You know, I warn them many, many times when something is on the way. But my mom gets a lot of packages on her own. So she gets like 2 packages a day, and she gets, I don't want to say lazy, but she gets like complacent, right? If you get 50 packages and every single one has your name on it, you stop checking for whose name is on it, right? You start being like, this is mine, this is mine, this is mine, because it's annoying to check for the name 50 times in a row, and it was pointless. But then there's the one that's not hers. There's the one that's addressed to Yuland, and she opens it without checking, and she's like, I don't remember ordering this. What the heck is this? So it's, in a way, it comes off as really fucking nosy. But I don't think it's actually nosiness. I think it's just, she goes through a lot of packages, and then she just gets complacent and doesn't check the one that's my name and opens it and is like, oh, this wasn't for me. You're going to be more quiet in your videos? I'm going to try not to be. Oh, nice. Hi, Elin. Plum as always. Hi. Sir, why you got lube right next to you? What do you mean right next to me? I'm next to my computer, and I keep it at my desk. My desk is, you know, there's the space where you sit, and then on the left there's 3 drawers. The top drawer is like, you know, the shallow drawer that's really good for things like pens and stuff, authenticators. The middle drawer is, you know, where I keep some books, and then the bottom drawer is some like cables and other electrical stuff, and that happens to be where I keep the lube. Ah, opens package. Oh my god, what is this? I have way more lube than this. It's not right next to me. It's just at my desk. Where the fuck do you keep your lube? Do you like keep it in a bucket in the garage where you're like, oh boy, time to do loot stuff? Leaves to your garage? That's weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In my ass. Now hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. We can do our plank now. Bum, bum, bum. Oh. Oh, my right shoulder popped there. 35, 30. 38, 30. Oh, to order something out of pocket on Throne? When his family arrives. There were 2 pairs of underwear on my Throne yesterday. I rejected both. One of them were like pink panties that I was like, I don't really want these. I just didn't really like them. The other was a red G-string thong, which wasn't bad. They weren't bad. I kind of just, here's the thing. One, it was like a tie string thong that like you tie the sides together. I don't want to deal with these anymore. I just want like, you know, elastic thong sides that I don't have to tie together. And then, also it was a type of thong. Okay, so here's the thing. I kind of need male thongs. Thongs that are like really, really small in the front are made for a flat surface. I ain't got a flat surface. I have a package. And so it wouldn't cover much. What a coincidence. I also keep my loop in your ass. Did you get the $45 ones? No, we rejected those. Halfway there. 1 minute, 30 seconds down. 90 more to go. Feeling this pack in serious heat. I don't know if I'd call it serious heat. Yesterday, some people in chat were like, it's easy to suck your own dick if it's bigger than 7 inches. And it was like, all right, show-offs. Then you can't pull on the string to tease it coming off. Eland, what's up, Noodles? Well, you know, I hadn't thought of that, Zvi. That is a pretty good thing. Having a missing rib and I still can't, it's not easy. You have a missing rib? 50 seconds. Yep. Keep forgetting you guys call those underwear thongs instead of the shoe wear. Just lost it? Well, go fucking find it. You need those. They don't grow back. When I was younger, I could. I never could. 30 seconds. I don't think I tried that hard when I was younger. Elan's jealous. He can't reach himself. I'll keep that in mind when I break yours. 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Also, being built for the package list and struggling to contain it is also hot, just saying. Well, you can see that in some of the pictures. In all seriousness, I've never tried Lamo. The secret to sucking your own dick is to claim ownership of someone else's dick. Then suck what is now your dick. It's just a topical humor thing. Need more videos? Okay. I'm gonna try and do one today. Today is Saturday. I have VR stuff late at night tonight. But I need to, like, full clean the house today. I did a lot of it last week. I did a lot of cleaning last week, but I need to, like, vacuum and mop the floors. I need to clean some of the countertops. I need to do some level clean like that. There's a lot of stuff just out in my room. So, admittedly, I've been a bit of a slob the past few weeks. And all of the Throne outfits I have not been putting away in the drawer each night. And so, I need to, like, put a lot of that stuff away. Where am I? Here. Typical femboy. I bought soju, hell yeah. Today is Sunday. I'm determining if I drink tonight or not. Better be wearing the maid outfit while you clean. Hell no. Because I'll be cleaning the maid outfit and that one needs to go. Honestly, the maid outfit is the hardest outfit to store because I don't have anywhere to put it. All the other outfits have like a baggie they came with that I can like, this goes in this baggie. The maid outfit, the biggest outfit, doesn't have anything. Hi, Kumi. I'll let the coin decide if I drink. Oh, okay. You guys wait there. I'm going over here. Buy the command hooks and hang it in the closet, dork. It would be weird to hang in the closet because it's multiple pieces, right? The thing is like 7 or 8 pieces. There's the skirt, there's the top, there's the gloves, there's the thigh highs, there's the neck collar part, and then there's like a band for each thigh. And so hanging in the closet, it'd be a lot easier just putting it in a bag. I don't have a bag that's big enough for it. Calibrate. It's not. Where? My trackers look weird. Everything looks like it's in a weird spot. I know where he can put the maid outfit on. Still waiting for the bunny suit video. What do you mean you're waiting for the bunny suit video? We did that one. We posed a bunch in the bunny suit. Did a video of that, right? I thought I did. The next outfit is Shimakaze, as best we can. No, you deleted it because you didn't like it? We'll loop back to bunny suit then. Next is, because you last 2 seconds. Next will be Shimakaze. After that, it'll be Yes Daddy. After that, it will be the black and pink corset looking outfit. After that, that's 3 outfits, right? Do I have one after that? I'm not sure if I have an outfit after that. After that, we might go to the bunny. You literally didn't? That is what you said? Why the fuck did you say Yes Daddy? The outfit is called Yes Daddy, okay? It's literally a micro kini with a like super crop top shirt that says Yes Daddy, okay? It's literally, the outfit is called the Yes Daddy micro kini thing. Hell no. You know how hangers work. Do I deadass have to show the femboy how hangers work? I don't want to put 8 things on a single hanger. I just don't want that. How will you layer your breadwinner suit when they come home, Ewan? You literally didn't know you deleted it because you didn't like it, because you last 2 seconds. That's what you said. Yes, Daddy. Why the fuck did you say yes, Daddy? Well, all that in 6 months. Hell nah. Now say, forgive me, Father, I have sinned. Sorry, Daddy, I've been naughty. Stop saying it like that. It's, forgive me, Father, I have sinned. I'm crashing out. Sorry, Daddy, I've been naughty. I love that video. It's so good. It's so good. We're at 44. We gotta get walking. We gotta get walking. I love that video so fucking much. Thank you. Oh man, but the stalling. I know. Here, we're here. Close this, close that. I think we're ready to start. Bring up this. This was, hi Mikilan, the 6th video on the channel. It's Zereth Mortis, a zone I spent almost no time in World of Warcraft because it came out at the end of Shadowlands when I stopped playing. Oh man, the song 7.2 miles, let's go. 6.9 miles, let's go. Hi Walklin, bye Talklin. Goodbye Mickey, thank you for stopping by. Feel like I'm too close. I feel like I'm too close. There. Also found out Grey Zone Warfare has a walkable jungle. I need to finish World of Warcraft. I need to I need to start Blade and Soul. I would also like to do... I would like to do more Minecraft videos. I don't think I'm going to do all 50 biomes. I'm looking at Minecraft and I'm like, dude, it just took so much effort for each video. I told somebody on the YouTube channel, and I've mentioned it plenty of times here, I'm going to do all 52 biomes. But man, it just... I feel like I just gotta do the thing and be like, this project was too ambitious, just walk away from it. Just consider it a game that you stream that you don't finish. Because I tell that to streamers all the time. You know, they play a game that they put like 3 months into, and they're not having fun with it anymore. And they're like, I gotta finish it. I promised I'd finish it. And it's like, you are literally killing your channel because you are very clearly not having fun and you hate playing this. In fact, I've talked to you about you skipping streams and streaming less because you think about streaming and playing this game you don't want to do. Just play a different fucking game, please. And I feel like that's me with Minecraft. I hate that I said I was going to do all biomes. And now that I'm like, you know, 6 or 7 videos in, I'm like, oh god, this was a bad idea. No, you need to start Warframe? Maybe we do Warframe after... Wow. I don't know. I downloaded Blade and Soul last night. My character was like level 13. I think the max level is like 40 right now. And you level super fast in that game, so... Blade and Soul will not be a hard game to record in. Some projects gotta die so others can live just the way of it. That is literally what it is. Yes. I hate it. I hate it. I also just really like the Minecraft videos. But... they just take so fucking long to make. That's how I feel about I read that as peeing, and I was like, what the fuck do you what? What? People. I feel like you probably mean to say people with that one. Which is honestly kind of fucking true. Haven't downloaded Risk of Rain. I don't know if you're talking about you or me. I haven't downloaded Risk of Rain since getting the new computer. It's honestly like a 1 gigabyte game. Or like 6 or something. Risk of Rain is fucking tiny. Milky Girl Butts. Was that supposed to be in your Rule 34 search bar, Global? Hell yeah. Get it, buddy. Proud of you. Hi, Oku. Oku, that video I sent to you this morning? I sent that to you and Juice. That video is fucking stupid. Why are you trying to restrict me to rules? In what way, Global, did I restrict you to rules by any capacity? Fuck you, I am ungovernable? I don't think I tried to restrict you at all. You said milky girl butts, and I said, are you putting that into the search bar for Rule 34? Hell yeah. We were gonna sing it last night, but I ended up singing way too much other stuff. I meant to join on people last night, but I hung out with the core group for a long time. They didn't go to ARGs. They went to, we were actually doing some map exploration. We spent the most time in a calligraphy map. So we went to this map, I can get the name of it real quick. Worlds, recently visited. Vmova. It is by, well, it's by somebody named Vmova. Welcome to our exhibition, Thickness of Calligraphy, available in English, Chinese, and Japanese. A statue for the festival has been added to the atrium. Please have lots of creative photos here. So basically, there was this guy in Japan, and he worked in marketing. But then in like 2020, with the pandemic, there were a ton of layoffs, and he was included in these layoffs. He lost his job. And so the economic situation of Japan at the time was like really hard to get a job. And so he said, you know what? I'm just gonna focus on art for a year or two. The guy was into VR and had thought of the concept of 3D calligraphy. And so he kind of just starts pursuing, and the museum, the art exhibition world, they keep calling it research. He starts thinking of different ways to like portray 3D calligraphy. And he comes up with some really cool ideas. And a lot of it was just like really fucking cool. It looked okay in VR chat. But at the end, you see like some pictures of more like 3D prints and like carvings of his 3D calligraphy. And that's where like it looked really, really good. Now, sadly, after pursuing this for 3 years, bills were catching up with him, and he was like, yeah, I can't really do this much longer. And the guy who made the world was like, oh man, I'm really sorry to hear that. He's still doing 3D calligraphy. He is still, you know, trying to think of different types and whatnot, but I think he did go back to standard workforce and isn't like living off of it anymore. Not that he was ever living off it. I think he might have been living off savings, but it looked really cool. I reject. You have rules to start with much less 34 of them. Okay. Okay, Global. Alright. I understand. It's okay, Elon. Oh, this isn't me. This was the calligraphy guy. I'm kind of the same boat. Where, you know, I'm trying to live off the savings I made for my standard job. But I'm going to be able to go a lot longer than 3 years. That's neat, just straight up dedicating 2 years into that. Yeah, and, like, he's still dedicating a lot of it to it, right? He's still, you know, it's less of, like, the only thing he has going on. Now he has his standard job and does this when he can on the side. Which I've thought about, right? So, when I first stopped working, I wanted to put everything into this. And I still do, and that is what I do. But like, let's say money caught up with me. Let's say I get to a point where I can't afford to just do Twitch, and I need more money. I would probably get a part-time job and keep doing this. I would, I am so happy from this that it's like, I would work just to support this now. And it might be the same thing, right? When I first started, it wasn't like that. when I first started, it was like, if the money runs out, I'm so miserable and apathetic about doing a standard job that fuck it. I'll never go back to that, even if that means being homeless. But now I'm like, even though I hate work culture and capitalism so much, I like this so much that I would do those things that I dislike to do this more. Do you, Ewan? You filthy Midwest conservative? Don't say that. That's so insulting. It was fucking Cairo stream last night that Global was like, yeah, Ewan seems like they'd be a Midwest conservative. It's like, what the fuck? No. No. Ewan is one of those climate warming is real liberals. Stop. Who was I talking to last night? It was Cairo. Cairo joined us in the calligraphy world. And he was like, the idea of dedicating yourself to something like that for 2 or 3 years and taking a loan out for that is scary. I could never. Cairo and I are very similar in terms of debt. Where like, any financial debt is like, please God, no. I've never been in debt. Cairo, I think, well, he said he's never been in debt. But he did, like, go to college and pay for that. I guess he just was able to, like, have the money right away with the jobs he was working. Oh, these guys take forever to cross the road. Yeah. In the current state of things, you gotta get happiness from whatever you can and just ride the storm. I'm glad you're in a fairly calm spot, Ewan. I'm in a fairly calm spot. It's a fairly privileged spot. I went to a really nice high school, and then I went to university. I got a environmental biology degree, which my parents paid for. It was about $100,000, and I never paid a cent on it. That in and of itself is a massive, massive, like, boon and gift in my life. That is huge. I have one friend, I'm not gonna say who, but she went to college, and her parents were like, we're gonna pay it for you. And then, I don't think she got a degree. I think she dropped out after like a year or two. I don't remember. But years later, we're talking like 5 years after attending college, she gets a call that's like, hey, we're gonna start, seizing assets. Hi, Lopner. We're gonna start seizing assets because you haven't been paying your college fees. And she's like, I don't have college fees. What are you talking about? And they're like, well, we can see right here that you owe $8,000 on your college stuff. And so she goes to her parents like, hey, buddies, I'm getting calls that I owe $8,000 for college tuition. And her parents were like, oh yeah, I guess it has gotten that high. And she's like, excuse me, what? And the parents basically said, we'll pay the college fee. Paid it in her name, and we're paying it, but then, we're starting to get behind on payments. Similar thing with Dad and my loans. Are you fucking kidding? God damn, I hate your dad. God damn, I hate him so much. Holy, that's wild to me. That's wild to like, hey, I get that you offered to pay this for your kid, and then it couldn't. And that's really hard to go to them and be like, I know I said I would, but things have changed and I can't now. That sucks to do. The fucking worst thing you can do is, like, not tell them. Because, like, this is 7 years after college. And debt collectors are like, we're gonna start seizing assets. We're gonna repossess your car. And, like, thankfully, she was in a position where she could get this taken care of within like a week or two. It meant going into debt, but she had, you know, a lot in savings to pay off a big chunk of it right away. And then, you know, she had the earnings to, you know, pay it off over the next like 6 months or something. But it's still like, what the absolute fuck to suddenly get a call like that? Yulin, what are these little spider things in this desert biome? So this zone is called Zereth Mortis. It is of the Shadowlands expansion noodles, which Shadowlands is basically the afterlife. When you die in World of Warcraft, your soul goes to the Shadowlands. Specifically, it goes to a city I forget the name of, but at the top of the city is this construct named the Arbiter. The Arbiter, it basically reads your life in, you know, a millisecond and goes, based on the way you lived your life, you go to this afterlife. And so if you lived a just life, if you were like driven by justice, honor, you believed for standing up for the less fortunate and fighting evildoers, you would go to somewhere like Bastion, which is a very angelic themed afterlife. If you fought less with justice and more of just like the love of battle, if you just like fighting, you would go to Maldraxxus, which is a very undead, skeleton, zombie-themed gladiator pit, where nobody cares about how ugly everyone is. Everybody just loves fighting in an arena there. If you loved nature, you went to Ardenwald, a mystical forest for an afterlife. Hi, Senril. In Zereth Mortis, or in the Shadowlands, in the afterlife, there was a place called the Maw. The Maw was hell. Hell was, you know, where, like, the truly villainous people went. They weren't redeemable in any capacity. They just go there to suffer for eternity. Within the Maw was a place called Cortia, which is very hidden. It's like a pocket dimension within hell. And within that pocket dimension within hell was a pocket dimension that contained Zereth Mortis. Zereth Mortis was like the beginning of creation. So this area here is like the blueprints for life and existence. So everything here is like, think of the puppets that people use to practice posing, and stuff like that. So like this guy, this is a precursor for what giants would be. Those little insects, those were essentially the design format for insects. Everything here looks like a very simple stylized golem. See, now I'm invested. This is dope. Unfortunately, it's like the worst lore of World of Warcraft. These birds are not real birds. They're very mechanical looking. They're very like, oh no, those aren't even birds. Those are those are dark fallen angels. But you'll see a lot of things, Noodles, that are like, it's just the blueprint for later races. It was basically just he changed his mind once I dropped out. That's still shitty. Zereth from League of Legends? No. I can only imagine what some people are dealing with now that the student loan moratorium got rug pulled. Yeah, the Arbiter from Halo 2. So you're saying WoW is in Yu-Gi-Oh! When you lose at the children's card game, you come here? No. That's the Shadow Realm. This is the Shadowlands. I think I'm going to sleep today. You're not going to sleep today? Oh, so it's like Oriris? I don't know what that is. Sounds a tad arbitrary. I'm going to bonk you. They weigh your soul? A little bit. What it really is, Noodles, is that souls fly by them, hover around them for a second, And they're like a supercomputer that's just like pew, 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 just, you know, a deluge of souls constantly going over them and being shot off in different directions to the different... There's like thousands of different afterlives that they're deciding you go to. The mall. But the quest giver said to kill 20 bears just because. Ardenwald was so gorgeous. Ardenwald is pretty. I hated it because it's like the 7th druid forest, and I'm so tired of these lame-ass mystical magic forests that are entirely druid themed. I get it. The game designers like big tree forests. I'm so tired of them. Hi Noodles, hi Lop. Oh, see now I'm invested. This is dope. Yeah, I'm so into that. The birds are primordial government drones. Ayla touching that with the Forerunners. No default Unity cubes equals no buy. Number 1 tour guideline. Seems like terrible design to put the blueprints for creation in the place that you put the most vile evil beings in existence. Like it would be better to hide under a random rock in the land of the living. It's not necessarily in hell, it's just hell was closest to it. And to open up the Zereth Mortis area, you need the keys from the 4 prime ones. And so most of the Shadowlands expansion is the jailer, a guy who is sealed in hell, escaping hell, getting the keys from the 4 prime ones because they're fucking idiots, and then opening up Zereth Mortis, getting a shit ton of power here, and then trying to rewrite creation and you killing him at the end, and him having this really shitty plot twist of, I was just trying to save you from... and then he dies. And it's like, cool. Real cool, Blizzard. When you do bad things, you go to hell the mall. One of my favorite things, Oku, when people did a lot of song requests on Twitch, was to song request just standard songs that were like pretty good, you know, things you'd hear on the radio, but the version of them that sounds like it's playing at an empty mall. So like literally the video Toto Africa, but it's playing at an empty mall, and it feels like it has that just kind of far off distant echo. I love that shit so much. I got my sister graduation party in 3 hours, and then I have to go see her graduate. When could I sleep? Now, if you are pretty confident you're gonna wake up during the graduation, just come here to the UK and you can bonk me anytime. Differences in slang terms. Anyway, speaking of sleep, good night, Smile. Did Kyra sleep at all? I'm trying to play Metaphor. I believe so. He'll probably be up in the next hour or so. So you need the Keyblades to enter Kingdom Hearts. Got it. I hate that you said that, but yes. Blizzard and the Endless Ladder of, actually, I'm trying to save you from the real bad guy. Dude. World of Warcraft lore. World of Warcraft comes out, you know, classic, and they've just got a bunch of dangerous threats from the Warcraft series that you go fight. Ragnaros, Onyxia, the Blood God Hakar, Ahn'Qiraj 2040. Right? Just a threat pops up, you deal with it. Burning Crusade, you deal with Illidan and his stuff in Outland. Wrath of the Lich King, you deal with the Lich King and his stuff in Northrend. Cataclysm, you deal with Deathwing and his stuff, you know, re-emerging in Azeroth. After this, they're like, we need to do storylines, right? So after Cataclysm, it's the trilogy. You have Mists of Pandaria, that deals with the pandas and some of their stuff, but ends with Garrosh. That leads into Warlords of Draenor, with Garrosh going to an alternate timeline. And starting the Iron Horde and creating the problem of Gul'dan, which leads into Legion, and dealing with a massive, you know, demon invasion. And dealing with, Kill Jaden, Archimonde Vizenwad, and finally, dealing with Sargeras at the end of Legion. Right? The trilogy of these three go together. Great. After Legion, You have BFA, which is kind of just like, what the fuck is happening? There's a lot of just like completely unconnected threats, like fucking N'Zoth, who's one of the biggest villains of World of Warcraft, and he just dies like a bitch in one patch. As Shara, who again, one of the biggest villains, should have had her own expansion. Same with N'Zoth. They just pack all of these into Battle for Azeroth for no reason. And that's revealed to be like, oh, Sylvanas was causing all these problems because she was controlled by the jailer in the Shadowlands. You go into the Shadowlands and like, they literally retconned everything. They literally said, the jailer has been pulling the strings for everything for the past 20 years. This guy's real bad news, and he's dead. And it's just like, if you want to add a new villain, you can add a new villain. Just write it fucking well. Don't try to make them like, don't tell me they're the most badass person that's been doing everything. Just have them do cool shit. Lei Shen in Mists of Pandaria was a new character. And this guy was fucking awesome. He literally died thousands of years ago, gets resurrected, and he's like, whoa. What the fuck happened to my army? To my Mogu? Yeah, we're getting right back to it. We're just gonna take over the world. And he's just a bad dude. The jailer is just like, Nyahaha, everything has been because of me. When you took a shit, it was because of me. And it was like, dude, this shit is so awful. After Shadowlands, they had a kind of a filler expansion of Dragonflight of, we're gonna go ride dragons and deal with some bad dragons that... deal with some evil dragons from like tens of thousands of years ago. That were just like, whatever. They didn't really feel like that big of a threat. Sounds like the Yulin expansion. Now we are in War Within, which they've said we're working on a trilogy. It's gonna be War Within, Endless Night, and The Last Titan. And we don't know which one is The Last Titan. Could be Azeroth, could be a different planet. It's been okay so far. It's been a step up from Shadowlands, for sure. That is a very low bar to meet, right? Like, Dragonflight and War Within have been way better than Shadowlands. Shadowlands was like a 2 of 10 experience, so, you know, that could mean they're a 4 of 10. Dealing with some bad dragons. I realized as soon as I said that, I was like, uh-oh. That was a bad combination of words. How many expansions do I need to buy to play retail? 1. You could actually play retail, you're just locked out of the most recent 10 levels. But they have switched it so that when an expansion comes out, all previous expansions become free. They had it like that. I think it was Mists of Pandaria where they changed this, Ants. Because they realized it sucks ass to buy World of Warcraft, to buy Burning Crusade, to buy Wrath of the Lich King, to buy Cataclysm, and to buy the most recent one, Mists of Pandaria. They were like, no. From now on, World of Warcraft is free, but requires a subscription. And you have to pay for the most previous expansion to get the most recent content. You can just download World of Warcraft and pay the subscription fee, and you can, like, level up to, you know, if max level 70, you can go to 60. You can go to all the zones that aren't the new ones. Actually, the last 16 bad guys were me in a trench coat. God. I don't know how anyone can still play it after the jailer, to be honest. Because a lot of people don't even care about the lore. And does the jailer retroactively ruin the last 20 years of lore? In a sense, yes, but if you look at it as just ignore the jailer, think of the other stuff as cool. It's one of those, like, don't let it taint your past experiences. It's sure fucking trying. But just, you know, Wrath of the Lich King stuff was cool. Jail your expectations. Hey, wait a minute. This guy's spoiling WoW lore. Sounds like the Yulin expansion. Dealing with some bad dragons, not a Yulin expansion. You deal with bad dragons all the time. Good lord. How many expansions do I need to buy to play retail? We're gonna ride dragons. Me sat on my nether drake. Well, yeah, duh. We all have them. Of course we're gonna ride them. Good. Imagine how big the battle chest would be. The box would be like 10 feet long, maybe 15. Yeah, it's one of those things that, like, when a game has a lot of expansions, it's crazy to me when they don't also do this. Like, Final Fantasy, I think you still need to buy every expansion. I think you literally have to buy Heavensward. Which is like, 1, why have you done it this way? 2, there's a company that has shown you not doing it that way. Why would you still do it that way? Every time you talk about 14, you really know less. Is it different than that for 14? Do you actually just buy the most recent one? Oh. How do you not know the 14 coffee pasta? Shit, you're right. Heavensward and Stormblood are free. But that's still the same model, just -2. Do you have to buy Shadowbringers? Do you have to buy the other 2? The game is free up to like level 70 or 80? Oh, I forgot about the free trial. I still think it's weird you have to buy individual expansions for them. I still think it's a little weird that, like, you don't buy the most recent one. They do have a really good free trial. I would say they have a better free trial than WoW. Because WoW's free trial is the game is free up to level 20. Which is nothing. On retail, I could get to level 20 in like 40 minutes. Then it kind of cuts you off. And there's not really any lore to hook you in. In Final Fantasy, you have to go through the whole story. They treat it as a single-player story game before an MMO. And so a free player gets a good, like, 100 hours of story before they have to pay. World of Warcraft story is like, let's fucking hide this. Their story is shit and they know it. There's not really much of an overarching story in World of Warcraft. There kind of is, but a lot of it is shown through raids, and a lot of it was shown through, like, timed events that are no longer in the game. Right? So I went over the expansion stories before. But, like, when you level a character now, they put you in the Dragonflight leveling experience, I think. Which just skips everything with Shadowlands, everything with BFA, everything with Legion, WoD, Mists of Pandaria, Cataclysm, Lich King, and Burning Crusade. It's just like, that's just history that you're almost expected to know about or pretend doesn't exist. It's weird. I remember when Core and Fradel were playing they were playing World of Warcraft with me. We leveled up in BFA, and then we leveled up in Shadowlands. And at one point they were like, is there a way to just see all the lore? And I was like, yeah. So what you would have to do to see all the lore is you would have to level a character to max level to unlock going to past expansions. Then you could either just go there on your max level character that feels very out of place in the story, or make a new character. But your new character is going to level up to max level in a single expansion. So, like, let's say you went back to the Burning Crusade stuff, because the classic stuff is no longer in the game. The classic stuff was all overwritten with Cataclysm rework stuff. But you go back to Burning Crusade, you know, the Dark Portal opens, We're going to a distant world. It's broken. We're looking for the expedition that disappeared 30 years ago. Illidan has kind of taken over the entire planet. You go through the 7 zones there. Hellfire Peninsula, Zangar Marsh, Terakar Forest, Blades Edge Mountains, Nagrand, Shadowmoon Valley, and Netherstorm. You go through those zones. You clear through Illidan's generals and eventually Illidan. You go through the raids of Magtheridon's lair, Gruul's lair, Serpent Shrine Cavern, Karazhan, the Eye, Hyjal, and Black Temple. And you would get the lore of what happened in that expansion. Bro is spoiling Clair Obscur. I am not spoiling Expedition 33. I see the fucking correlation, but no. You would get the lore of Burning Crusade if you did all that. That's like doing an expansion worth of content. That's like 2 years of a game that you would just have to do all of. You'd have to do rep grinds. You'd have to do like a ton of shit. You'd have to do every quest. You'd have to do like 3,000 quests. Hi, Luton. And it's like, oh my goodness. Hi, Luton. You're playing Balatro? Thank you. It'd be 2 years of stuff to do. It would take you a while. To get all the lore of World of Warcraft, you'd have to do that for every expansion. And there's like fucking 9 of them. Good job today, Luton. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Mwah. Is that an incline? Or do raids not do that? Raids do not do that. Subs, bits, and PayPal do. Every $3 is 1 incline. Hi, Nelseru. I need a drink. So going back through the World of Warcraft lore, though, is like, to see it and experience it in game is just difficult now. Final Fantasy? That shit's all there. That shit's fucking required. You make a character and you're going through fucking A Realm Reborn. You make a character in WoW, Classic is literally not playable. Well, you could play on Classic servers to see Classic stuff, but... Ah. Thank you, Anon. That will be incline. Now, the other way to see lore is YouTube stuff, right? And I get flack for this. I do not like any of the lore video channels for World of Warcraft. I don't think any of them do a good job of giving an overall look at the lore in World of Warcraft. The main guy is a dude named Nobble, and I don't like his videos. Here's why I don't like his videos. If you try to show them, like... If you try to show someone, this is a quick overview of the lore, this is like what all happens. Right? Expect like an hour-long video that's like, okay, it starts with this, then it goes to this, then it goes to this. And then each of those little topics that we briefly covered, let's do a whole 20 to 30-minute video on. That's what I want from a lore channel. Nobble's video of the overview is... it just name drops everything. And so imagine you don't know anything about World of Warcraft, and the video starts with, In the beginning was the Titans, and the strongest Titan of all was named Sargeras. But then he became corrupted and killed the remaining Titans. And then he went to the planet Argus, and he contacted their leaders, Velen, Archimonde, and Kil'jaeden. And Kil'jaeden and Archimonde fell to his corruption and became demons under his leadership. But Velen escaped with the rest of the Draenei, and it's like, this is fucking awful. There's literally like, if somebody hasn't played World of Warcraft before, and you just name drop and just expect them to know everything like that, they're gonna retain nothing. It's gonna go right over their head, and they're gonna be like, what the fuck are you talking about? You have Novel's cadence down so good. They're great videos. I don't want to just shit on the guy. They're great videos if you've been playing World of Warcraft for 5 years and you've heard a lot of these names, right? If you remember fighting Kil'jaeden and fighting Archimonde, and you hear those names, you're gonna go, oh shit, those two were at the very beginning? That's crazy. I remember those two. But showing this to a new player, showing this to somebody who has never seen World of Warcraft, they check out instantly. They are just like toasted and like, what the fuck are you talking about? You gotta explain way more. You gotta be like, in the beginning, there was this pantheon of Titans. They were effectively gods. They were effectively world makers. And they constantly stood an eternal vigil against the corruptive energies of the void. On one hand, they were fighting the void. On the other hand, they were growing and nurturing planets to create more Titans. Wah! Thank you, Luton. Luton is paying forward the gifts that they got from an anonymous gifter. I've been trying to put that through for the last like 10 hecking minutes. You're too nice, Luton. Thank you. That puts us at 2 in coin. Alright, then you make it. Here's the reason I don't want to make it, Trogdor. I don't want to learn the video editing to make YouTube videos of this. I also don't want to pay $3,000 to get the lore books. Because World of Warcraft, not only do they put their lore in raids and like side quests and stuff, they also put it in books that you have to pay for outside of the game. So if you want a lot of the lore of like what happens when Thrall comes back to the Horde, you gotta go buy the $35 hard print book. And yeah, I don't want to spend $3,000 getting all those. My Google Chrome heckin' shat itself for the longest time. Didn't let me claim the 50 channel points or gift subs. Or anything for no reason. I finally fixed it. Ain't got a clue how. Hi, Kimmy. Hardcock book. Not to mention the massive time investment. The massive time investment. I'm already trying to make walking videos. I'm pretty satisfied with just complaining about this other guy's lore videos. There is one YouTuber. His name is Platinum WoW. I really like his lore videos. The problem is, he doesn't have an overview video. He doesn't have like the history of World of Warcraft video. He will pick a random topic and like lock in on that for 20 minutes. So, Murlocs. He has like a 20-minute video on Murlocs. Was it better TTV actually? Maybe never care for an 8. Luton! Why are you gifting subs? Thank you again. Also, you got Suika. To prove a point? I don't even remember your point! Was it better TTV actually, maybe? Proof point. On the other hand, right? So I don't like any of the I don't like any of the WoW lore videos for showing people WoW lore. Then there's this fucking guy in Destiny 2 named Bife. And god, Bife's videos are so high quality. Bife makes really fucking good videos. And he has an overview video of like all of the lore of Destiny 2 that's like 4 hours long. And like, hi Joe. I don't like shooters. Bife's 4-hour video made me want to play Destiny 2. And I did for a little bit. Listening to Elon yapping is better than sleeping. Oh my god, Trogdor. Spoiled a Elon? No! Thank you, Qme. Oh boy, Wonka Time. He's done some for Monster Hunter 2. I know he started exploring other games. What was the one game that I remember him first branching out to? I don't remember, but I've watched a lot of his Destiny videos. And I don't even play Destiny. I just think Bife is fucking cracked. Bife is amazing and it's 6 hours. The one I watched was 4 hours, but it was like 4 or 5 years ago. I imagine the 6-hour one is new. With a lot of newer stuff. God, 6 hours? I am so jealous. I am so jealous that World of Warcraft doesn't have a lore guy like Bife. Because, like, World of Warcraft is typically the game that has everything, right? When you play an MMO, and they have mounts, you're like, oh man, I want to see all the mounts in this game. And there's typically, like, not a website that has all the mounts. Like, even for Final Fantasy, if you want to see all the mounts, the best you have is an imager gallery that someone made of all the mounts, and it's probably missing a few. I don't know if Final Fantasy has, like, a dedicated website to just mount collecting. It might. I might be wrong on that. But typically, like, tools like that don't exist for most games. World of Warcraft has that. World of Warcraft has multiple add-ons and websites that just make it easy to track mounts and see what all of them look like. And, like, just the amount of third-party support, hi Yuki, that World of Warcraft has is like, it makes it difficult for me to play other games sometimes. Because just there's so much readily available information with World of Warcraft. I was gonna segue into something with WoW. Season of Discovery. I played for like 2 hours last night with ants. I made a shaman. Good lord, I don't like shamans in Season of Discovery. Holy, I was playing an Antsman shaman. And that shit was stinky. I did not like shaman. So shaman in classic. Hello? Shaman in classic starts with lightning bolt. At level 10, you start putting points into enhancement or elemental or resto. By level 10, you've got flame tongue weapon, so your auto attacks do extra damage. You've still got lightning bolt. Fuck, I missed day 666. Hi, Senro. We actually did celebrate 666 a little bit, Luton. We went to the spookiest map I could handle in VR chat, which was the Banjo-Kazooie map, and we went to the Haunted Mansion section. It was so scary for day 666. I've told that joke like 3 times. It's so dumb. We played Season of Discovery. That shaman fucking sucked. I did not have fun. Well, I had fun playing with ants, but like the shaman, I almost would have had more fun playing a fucking hunter pre-10. I really like warrior. I hated rogue at first, but rogue is kind of growing on me in Season of Discovery. It was so scary. People pay taxes. We need this man in Let's Close tomorrow. Did I miss something? Hi, Sprite Pack. Thank you for the follow. Were you on day 550 recently? No. We did 650 recently. We played Metroid Prime for 650. Can I roast you for fun? You can tease. You know, we're kind of just meeting. Typically, it's, you know, when you start taking heavy shots at somebody when just meeting them, it's not too appropriate to go too hard. Weird. My brain is just hating me, I guess. Okay. I don't know if it's hating you, but, you know, it goes fast, Yuki. I have the same thought very often, where I'm like, okay, we just did day 650. Now I've got 2 months before the next game celebration, right? And then suddenly it's day 700, I'm like, what? We did Metroid Prime yesterday. What do you mean it's already day 700? Daniel, is that a Kingdom Hearts symbol on your back? Are you just happy to see me? Yuki, are you mad at me? Did I do something wrong? Okay, ban. I'm not going to ban for that, Nelseru. It is a little bit of a yellow flag, right? It is very much like, alright, gonna keep my eye on that. Some people are just goofballs, Nelseru. Some people will say, like, you know, hey, can I roast you? You're cute, teehee, right? It might be something nothing like that. Some people just, you know, they could totally roast somebody and think that's all fun and games because it's on Twitch or something, and it's like, hey man, that kind of, you know, went a little hard. It's like, oh, they just didn't realize, you know, how hard they were going. Eris is right, you should ban me. Why would I ban you, Global? You can tell this is one of the earlier videos for many signs. It's not, and if somebody came up and did that to me... Well, they haven't done anything, right? They said, can I roast you for fun? And I said, within reason, you know, don't be rude. And they haven't been rude. So I don't like preemptively banning. But it was a yellow flag. It was definitely like a, I'm gonna pay attention to that. You don't trust Grok's reasoning? I don't trust Eris's emotions in the moment. Maybe still typing. You can tell this is one of my early videos. One, because it's so quiet. I have the volume maxed right now, and I can barely hear it. Two, it's one continuous shot. We did not do takes like I should have. And three, I didn't know how to do transitions. Also, yeah, Raptor jump scare. I didn't know how to do transitions, so I literally, like, take down the, the fucking, hide UI. Oh, don't look at it! You can see my UI! Gotta start somewhere. Reasoning rhymes with Grunk. Yeah, the problem, Trogdor, is that I need to go back and do these videos. I need to redo a lot of the bad ones, especially from Shadowlands and BFA. Logitech just like, huh? Got a lot on your plate, and yet... Here's the plan. I want to finish World of Warcraft videos with the Eastern Kingdoms. Then I want to record Blade and Soul. Then I'll decide between Warframe and fixing World of Warcraft video. Just finished mowing the lawn? Good job. Now you can rest. I hated mowing the lawn. My dad tried really hard to get me to be the one that mows the lawn and does the trimming. But I was like, I would fight it so hard. Because it would destroy my allergies. Shocker. Well, here's the thing, Ants. I was like, let me do anything else. Please let me do anything else, dude. I don't want to fucking, like... Because I would be congested for like 3 days when I mowed the lawn. I'd be like, let me clean the house instead. But he was like, well, that's not my work. That's your mom's work. I'm trying to get my work dumped onto you. Yeah, I don't have allergies, but I still get a little fucked up, Lamau. It would be 3 days. It would be like 3 days of a runny nose when I mowed the lawn. In my age, my allergies have gotten a little stifled. So they're a lot less sensitive. They're a lot less, you know, I get fucking locked up for 3 days of just congestion and shit. But you know, back when I was like 15, 20, it was like, oh, you mowed the lawn? You are breathing through your mouth for the next 30 days. I just pay a neighborhood kid for it? Yulin hating to do manual labor? What? I like he would touch the fact that me and Cairo are actively making each other worse. I am mostly saved by it because of my allergies. That's what Claritin is for. These kids are doing killer jobs now. They have edgers and everything. Alas, I gotta step out. Yeah, it's late for you, right, Luton? I'm still awake at this time. To be awake for Dragon Ball Daima at 9. And I gotta get ready. Have a lovely stream, you. Keep being wonderful. Leaving you a tab. Thank you again, Luton. Have a good one. Sleep well. What I used to do as a kid. So I respect the hustle. Hi, Dahi. Hello, mouth breathers. Mouth breather point. I breathe through my ears, I'll have you know. The thing I did as a kid when I needed extra money was I would aerate people's lawns. So my dad got the shoe spikes that you walk around on your lawn and they have a bunch of nails going through them. And I'd go to people's houses and I'd be like, hey, you pay me $5 and I aerate your lawn. I walk around with your lawn with these spike shoes. It gets oxygen down into the soil. That's such a Yulin thing to do. Walking through Ishgard. That's neat, though. The other thing was snails. I would aerate for $5, and I would collect snails for 10 cents. And they'd be like, what do you mean, you know, what do you mean by collecting snails? I was like, well, I have a bucket. Snails are bad for your garden. For every snail I find, you pay me 10 cents. And they're like, oh yeah, sure. And then I come back to them and I'm like, alright, so I found 92 snails. And they're like, you found fucking how many? Yeah, that'll be $9.20. They're like, what? How did you find that many? I will pay you $1 for each one you eat. No, I don't think so. He was walking for money long before streaming, huh? I shoot my push mower on a trailer. Pull it around with a four-wheeler. Eat snails, Pog. Going to aerate you. I'll pay you $1. I'm about like 5 lawns a week. Scamland. Bet. Do me. This is my favorite city in Warcraft. In Final Fantasy XIV. Is it the best? No. Am I just completely biased towards snow areas? Yes. Is this Hogwarts? Wah! Global! Oh, you got Divana. Well, that puts us at 7. Thank you, Global. And I thought today was gonna be easy. How many snails is that? That's not any snails. We're not eating snails. That's 5 incline. You're by, alright. Where is that coming from? Huh? Spoil the goober. Oh, goodness. There's a map of this in VR chat. This room right here has a map in VR chat that I walk in sometimes. Really? This is your favorite Snowfooland? Wait, 5 incline. Wasn't it 3? You need 8 incline. Am I fucking stupid with math? It was 3. It was 3, right? Luton gifted 2. Anon gifted 1. That was 5. Holy shit, I'm stupid. Yeah. That's 8, not 7. Three plus 5 equals 8. Lamau. That's legitimately just me being stupid. Aren't boys just the cutest when they're the dumbest? No. Hang on, Noodles. No, you said it wrong. Tilt this doofus. It's not when they're the dumbest. It's when they're a little dumb. We love silly boys. 5 plus 3 equals 8. Speak for yourself. A little dumb is endearing. A little dumb is endearing. A lot dumb is like... I've dated really dumb, it was miserable. We talked about it yesterday. The game with the colored soda bottles. So you've got the red, the blue, the green, the pink. And you can't see the bottom row. How many match? 1 match. 3 match. Okay, both of these are right. No, these don't match. 1 match. Dating that would be like a fucking... I'm gonna unalive myself. You only speak for me if you take me in public. Remember everyone, he has a degree in marine biology. He is capable of basic math. Take the bowl in public. I've dated the male equivalent of those wives a long time ago. Mario, I have a whole story related to that for you. I couldn't handle their spelling, Lamo. Dylan talking about torture methods. Oh, whoa. God, dealing with somebody like that. I talked about it yesterday. The video of the guy going grocery shopping with his wife. And she's like picking tomatoes, right? And she's inspecting each tomato, is it good enough? And he picks a random tomato, hands it to her, she looks at it, no honey, this isn't good enough. He takes a tomato out of the bag that she's already approved. She has a bag of tomatoes that she's like, yep, these are good, and puts them in the bag. He takes one out of that, gives it to her. No, honey, this one isn't good enough. Holy. That... If somebody did that to me... It's usually faster for me orally, too. If somebody did that to me... Hi, non-dairy. That's like grounds to break up. That's like... I don't know if I'd still want to be dating them. I'm doing that to your potatoes next time. It's just gaslighting? Yeah? Yeah, I'll tell you about it sometime when I get to it. Get to do it verbally. It's faster oral than written. It's usually faster for me orally, too. Shut up, ants, I'm hitting you. I'm doing that to your potatoes next time. I love that Noodles thinks her hitting anything is a threat. I just imagine, like, the limp wrist, like, hitting somebody. Nothing wrong with it. It's not even real. I never did that. Tomato lighting. I have a black belt? You do not have a black belt. No, you don't. I do. We went over this? No, you fucking don't. I have a black belt. Yeah, I also have a black belt. I bought it at Sears. Noodles, quick. Brett Nealon was sitting on him, but in an uncomfy way. At best, they just want to be left to do it. And don't know how to bring it up to the boyfriend. At best. I've got a leather belt. He'd enjoy it. Force strength, force stam. God, that video. That guy was such an asshole. But those videos are really fucking funny. I don't like his videos, Ants, where it's just like, anyway, we're gonna go fuck with this guild again. They got a new Ventrilo server and I got access to it. So let's see if I can get them to abandon this Ventrilo server as well and get them to get a fourth one. When it gets to that point, I'm like, dude, you can't like repeat harass people. The one time, funny. Going back again and again for the same group is like, buddy, chill. This is like harassment at this point. I've also got one of those FF costumes with belts everywhere. Or on his funny ball. I literally do. I have a black belt in Wu-Tang Mountain style Kung Fu. Trained since I was 12. Non-dairy, I believe. I'll sit on his back and crack it. Punishment trick. Doesn't sound like a punishment at all. Hi, Farisu. Mine was in Taekwondo. Noodles, your black belt is from Macy's. I refuse to believe you know how to hurt anyone. Try kicking me in the head, I dare you. Never been to a Macy's. Why would I kick you, Ants? You just said you were gonna hit him. You literally just said, I'm gonna hit you, Ants. Is not was Noodles, you would still have it. They don't take it from you. I see what you're saying there. Would you believe me? Believe you with what? Woman, you just said, I'm being gaslit! Why is he picking on the superior pink one? You know, it's the amount of practice by many years, Lamau. That's what I'm saying, Ants. She literally just said she was gonna hit you. I would say, I had a black belt, or a leather belt, and grab a Dara Dika on the Twisto. I actually took classes in karate when I was like 7 years old. Pretty sure I stayed at a white belt. I only did classes for like 3 weeks. I thought they were cool. I don't know why they stopped. Maybe I'll ask my mom when they get back. Be like, hey, I remember taking karate. Why did that stop? More like Taiken down, like a noodle teasing. Think I told my Taekwondo story? I'm hitting Ants the limp-wristed, yes. I'm jealous of Maru's leather belt. I stopped because it was way too expensive. I joined because I was getting bullied. Then got kicked out for fighting back in my neighborhood, Lamau. Yeah. I've had a couple people check it out. It's pretty sweet. Yeah. Here's this self-defense. Don't use it. You're not supposed to actually use self-defense stuff. You're just supposed to threaten with it. You're supposed to just have the implication that you'll use it to fight back, not actually do it. Right, stupid as fuck. Gun. Bum, bum, bum. Ugh. Ugh. I just learned how to fight by fighting instead. See, all of you did martial arts as kids are fools. Your self-defense skills have atrophied and left you, whereas I played cricket, and that bat is as strong as it ever was. The another crab's treasure method? Cute nerd gets support? No! Thank you, non-dairy. Oh my god. We have a lot of incline today. And then join the wrestling team. I could put a twink in a professionally trained full Nelson. I bet kids up whenever they were mean to me. I beat kids up. Stop swinging around. Here, yeah, my paddle. Hi, Star. Get incline, nerd. Does that count as self-defense? My self-defense was just knowing the emotional state of everyone around me and being incredibly empathetic and being nice to everybody to the point that even my bullies just liked me. I had people not necessarily pick on me, but like the popular kids make fun of me initially, and then I was still just nice to them and they're like, we don't want to make fun of Ewan anymore. So like I was literally just friends with everybody in school. My self-defense was almost blinding people. So want to hear something fucking scary? Sure. I gotta have 9 teeth removed this month. 9? Star. Oh my god. I'll do it for half. That's really bad, Star. I'm guessing wisdom teeth? Oh, please say it's wisdom teeth. But what are the other 5? Who has 9 wisdom teeth? I have heard of like 2 wisdom teeth for a total of 8. 4 wisdom teeth, 2 sides of wisdom tooth, 1 in my sinus, 1 sideways. Okay, so it's not like you weren't brushing for 5 years and you've got a bunch of rotten and you're gonna have a bunch of gaps. Funny enough, the sinus tooth hasn't done jack shit. I mean, if they're removing 8 already, and you expect that one to be a problem. 1 in your sinus must be awful, Jesus. Sinus, holy fuck. Ouch. Whoa, oh god! Hi, Axel. Oh my goodness. Alright, that's max incline. Axel, I love you. That's 12 incline and joy. I know it's there. Speaking of which, gotta brush. Like 12 incline joy. Damn, that's unpleasant in here. I was feeling bad about having one of mine removed a few years back. Hope it all goes well and cleanly for you. My wisdom teeth didn't start coming until I was 30. So fucking awful. My wisdom teeth came in really nicely. They just fit, and the doctors were like, you don't need them removed. You're very lucky. And I was like, yay! And then I didn't brush them well enough. So, okay. You guys know how I'm a picky eater? And textures make me throw up? So does things too far in my mouth. So, like, when I brush my teeth, I gag when I brush the teeth at the back. And with wisdom teeth, it was really hard. And so I wasn't brushing them as well as I should have. Kind of bad trait for bottom. I'm very aware, ants. I am very aware. I wasn't that good at brushing my teeth, though. Specifically, the wisdom teeth in the back. I was in college. I'm eating Skittles. And suddenly I feel something hard like a rock in the Skittles. I pick it out. It's white. I recognize it as a chunk of tooth. I feel the tooth that's missing said chunk. I go to the dentist like, hey, this came off eating Skittles. They're like, well, yeah, looking at your wisdom teeth now, these gotta go. Probably for the best. They were really close to, like, interfering with your other teeth anyway. They were on the verge of, like, needing to be removed. Okay. They told you candy would rot your teeth. So I had my wisdom teeth pulled. I put a lot more effort into brushing those teeth in the far back. I've got like a 50% hit rate with gagging and not gagging. I literally brush my teeth and I'm like, every fucking day. The doc that diagnosed me said my sinus tooth is one of the rarest things they've ever seen. My wisdom teeth didn't come until I was 30. It's so fucking awful. We have to make sure you can count and help pay your taxes. I have 2 teeth fused together. My dentist said he'd never seen it before. I still haven't had wisdom teeth issues, I'm concerned. Caused no issues, it's just slightly fused, bummer. Kind of a bad trait for bottom. Okay, I looked up the rare case of a tooth growing into the sinus. That's called a gag reflex, dork. Yeah, I just didn't use it. I know it's called a gag reflex. Unlucky he's a 10, but he has a high gag reflex. Man, I don't want to make you throw up. Suffice to say, I am very glad of how my teeth turned out, because Jesus, oh god, ew. He doesn't like things going deep in his mouth. Guess we need to help him practice, everyone. They told you candy would rot your teeth. Fuck, that's my nightmares. It was my nightmares for a bit. After I had that wisdom tooth chunk come off, I did have nightmares of just all of my teeth crumbling and like barfing tooth shards and being really gummy. That was a nightmare that I would wake up from. I haven't had that nightmare in like 5 years, but I've had that nightmare like 15 times in my life. Are you gay? Cairo Doko, my gag is 3. You make that sound even if you don't brush. After the 3rd, I'll throw up. God, no, I'm bi. Surprised you don't know this by now. Okay, spy. The Yulin gags on toothbrushes and is sensitive to fizzy liquids and hurts themselves when they breathe through their nose. Yes, Maru. I admittedly I think I'm cute. When it comes to being wife material, I'm like, God, I'm such a fucking boy failure. Nobody would fucking want me. I can't cook for others. Gag reflex. How the fuck do you be a, like, stay-at-home boy wife and just fail at so many things? To be fair, not knowing how to burp isn't his fault. He eats, like, super safe foods and small meals. I have nightmares of all my teeth getting pushed out of my mouth. Having a dream when I was eating apples with the Wu-Tang Clan. I know he just needs a mommy to pat his back. It's unfortunate. Oh god, the losing teeth nightmares. Haven't had one forever, and so happy about it. Nodders or that, I guess. It's a good thing you're pretty. I'm pretty sure most of chat would be willing to help you work on your gag reflex. I don't know that it's something that can be fixed. Because, like, I've been brushing my teeth for 34 fucking years, and I still gag. I can fix you. It literally can. You need a larger object, unironically. Hang on. Hang on. Oh my god, guys. Axel! Axel, what the fuck? This isn't me being sexual? I don't doubt it. It just certainly looks like it, right? Me training my gag reflex so I can eat faster. You know what's really funny? I am by far the fastest eater in my household. I have a sensitive mouth, right? Hot food was too sensitive for me for a long time. So we would go to a restaurant, or we would have dinner, and everybody would start eating. But the food would be too hot for me. So I'd be like blowing on it or just waiting for it to cool down. After like 10 minutes, everybody's almost done with their meal, and I haven't started. So then I'm like, oh god, everybody's waiting on me. I gotta fucking eat as fast as I can. And so I just grew up eating fucking fast. Now, typically if it's too hot, it doesn't take me 10 minutes for it to cool down. Or I can just deal with the heat. So I start eating right away. But I still have that, like, I gotta eat fast, like, pacing. And so I finish food way before everyone else. Hi, Icy Fire. We'll have, like, burgers on Sunday. And mine is gone in, like, 30 seconds. And my parents are like, wow, somebody was hungry. And I'm like, you two know why I eat fast. You two were literally there. So my wisdom teeth are annoying that they came in at 90%, but didn't put any pressure on my others. Just sat there cleanly. But now that I have a mole removed, the wisdom tooth just sits there looking at the gap and not sliding into place. If we can fix a Japanese woman's spinal problems, we can fix your gag reflexes. I mean, what? It just requires enough of it being touched and massaged enough? Okay. I'd eat that fast if my food was plain. Nancy, you have no idea. I'd sure love to join, but the weather and Spectrum said no. All good. I know when I season my food, oh, I can't cook for myself often. 90 degrees, not percent, I'm dumb. Oh yeah. St. Louis buddy had no internet last night from the tornado. He couldn't get on VR? That sucks. I learned to eat fast because my mom cannot cook. I really hope you're doing good. I'm doing good. We are at max incline, so I'm very tired. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. I said I'm cute, but I have the gag reflex. And, can't cook, right? I actually don't think I'm that cute. My face is very asymmetrical. One of the things I have is a snaggletooth. You know your top 4... Hi, G! I have several questions. You know your front 4 teeth, so like the buck teeth, and then the 2 on each side? I think they're the incisors? One of them twists. So like, I had braces. And then just this one tooth to the right of the buck teeth, it just twists. It twisted like 45 degrees. And my orthodontist was like, yeah, you're gonna have to wear, like the Invisalign bracers at night. And I was like, for how long? Well, it seems like this tooth just really wants to spin, so probably the rest of your life. And I was like, no, I think I'll just have a snaggletooth. Lugs was talking about gag reflex and I was concerned. Yeah, I have a bad gag reflex. I gag brushing my teeth, G. Snaggle teeth aren't so bad. I don't think it's that bad. But I also have like a cowlicked eyebrow on my left eyebrow. Like my right eyebrow, shapely, nice. My left one, it like fucking has a fucking weird shape. And so my eyebrows are asymmetrical. I have 2 forehead scars. I have one right in the center, and I also have one above my right eye. My face is just asymmetrical as fuck. Helen, I need you to hear this as weird. So for other people, I'll go the whole 9 yards of cooking. But for myself, I'll eat like slop or instant foods. Because I just can't put that effort in for myself. Well, I was talking about the gag reflex, bark. Thank you, Dore. We're already at max incline. You should have saved that for tomorrow. Fucking anime girl gag on this. Oh boy. That's on brand for you. Time to put you in the dumpster where you belong. You moe blob. Bro's literally just describing all fixable or normal things and saying, oh, I'm ugly? What the fuck do you mean fixable? What is fixable about forehead scars? The eyebrow is the most fixable, but that's like... You either need to, like, trim that a ton, or, like, apply wax. Not a wax, what's it called? Like a hair gel? Hold it in place? It is stronger than any hair gel I've tried. I have tried, like, max strength hair wax, and it fucking snapped. Hi, Cairo. Somebody was asking for you earlier, I forget who. Forehead scars can be a charm point, though. I, too, could not be arsed dealing with braces as a kid. Forehead scars, you're a wizard, Newland. Aha, Amogus. We have a cream for that? That's a normal thing, Idjit. Femboys should be getting their brows done. Sorry, I don't make the rules. Go ask a doctor for tretinoin cream for scars. Read the eyebrow. Threading exists. Nothing I tried worked for it. I literally put like max strength hair wax on it, and after like 10 minutes, it literally snapped. And it was like, are you fucking kidding me? I give up on this thing. I got lucky and rolled long lashes and nice eyebrows, though. Euland, what's up, Global? It's a skin tone marker pen. It's so white for Euland. Just hold still, I'm gonna fix those scars real quick. You didn't explain the joke to him. I don't remember it. Bro will pluck your body hair, but not his brows. No, ants. I'd have to pluck like half an inch out of the brow. Like, my brows would literally be misshapen. That's fine. It's a lot. It's a lot out of like the core of where the eyebrow should be. Get to work. Made Cairo super depressed because I had to tell him the solid JJ joke. He does actually. I'm shaving your whole eyebrow off. No! Just go get it professionally done, I swear to God. Why? That's money? And that's time. And that's leaving the house. I can just cut the pictures I take off at the neck. Then I'll pay for it? No! Go touch grass? Ew! You explain it to Eris. Euland be like, I look normal. I don't leave my house, so I don't realize it. My forehead scars. The first one I got... as Shara? The first one I got when I was 5 years old. I was playing with a friend. We had those Tonka trucks. You know those like metal construction trucks? Well, my friend took one and just beamed me in the head with it. And it left a scar above my right eye. Literally fucking dented my skull. The other one, I was 6 years old. I was running at the zoo, and I fell. And I guess I hadn't learned, you know, catch yourself with your hands. I just fell like a fucking plank and landed forehead first. Started bleeding all over the place. Mom took me to the doctor. She's kind of freaking out because of how much blood I'm leaking. And I had stitches in the middle of my forehead. Those are my 2 forehead scars. And you see lots of art pics of people who like a strip removed from their brows. Just say it's fashioned. Ew. That was so fucking cute. I'm going to comfort the bunny. I literally will look at and discuss all of someone's scars with them. I have scars across the bridge of my nose. And I get called cute. I busted my head open in a hospital at the age of 3. I don't think scars are bad. It's just... they make my face asymmetrical. And I think people find beauty and symmetry in faces. So, like, I think people just naturally aren't gonna find me as cute at, like, a subconscious level. Everyone's face is asymmetrical? Yeah, but mine's more asymmetrical. Hi, Kimmy. You have to learn that? Man, you really sounded useless as a child, SMH. Symmetry is literally a predator trigger in our brains. Oh no, he's got a brainworm. We're at 3.7 miles. Let's do the holidays. Oh god. Today's holidays. Too late, I know you're cute. Armed Forces Day. Culture Freedom Day. International Day Against Homophobia, Biphobia, and Transphobia. National Cherry Cobbler Day. National Learn to Swim Day. National Mushroom Hunting Day. National Pack Rat Day. National Pinot Grigio Day. National River Cleanup Day. National Walnut Day. Flannel Lemon Tree Day. Preakness Steaks Day? S-E-A-K-E-S. World Fiddle Day. World Hypertension Day. World Neurofibromatosis Awareness Day. World Telecommunication and Information Society Day. World Whiskey Day. I guess Cherry Cobbler is my favorite. Oh my god. I am so tired.
Just don't be tired.
Yeah, that's hard at max incline.
That sounds like a you issue.
Fucking hold your mouth and nose shut. Mushroom Hunting Day, easily BRB. Well, clearly, the Being Against Phobia Day is the Peach Cobbler, you say. Oh, Cherry Cobbler, yep, clear winner. Here's the things why. A lot of holidays are important, right? Cancer Awareness Day. Day Against Transphobia, Homophobia, and Biphobia. Those are important. But they're not fun. I'm picking my favorite holiday. Nobody's favorite holiday is Cancer Awareness Day. It's important.
Fuck them trans. We want the cobbler.
I'll kill you. People are gonna say Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas are my favorite holidays. Nobody's sitting there going, God, I'm looking forward to Cancer Awareness Day. It's super trite, but what's on the inside contributes a lot to cuteness. I've seen absolutely gorgeous people and lost all interest after seeing what kind of monsters they are. Mushroom hunting is so fun. Collar from a trans girl day. Miki, I am so self-centered. I only care about what I look like. For other people, their attractiveness comes from how they treat me and how they interact with others. So, like, if somebody is nice to me, praises me, teases me a little bit is fine, but, you know, if somebody's nice to me, flirts with me, they start becoming more attractive to me. I do not care if they look like a supermodel or an ugly bastard. It is all about how they treat me and others. If they treat me nice, but then they're a dick to others, that makes them go down. I think people are less attractive by complaining about their looks. Hey, Elin, your toes are looking extra nice today. Okay, oh good. Lamau. Elin is a demisexual. Demisexual has like a vague meaning. There's like one definition of it that's like, yes, very much so. There's another that's like, not quite. Demisexual is one of the things that like, I've heard it used 2 to 3 different ways. But yes. I also care a lot by like how they treat others. So like, if I went on a date with somebody, and we go to a restaurant, and they put $5 under the coaster, and then like, they go, the waitress is taking too long to get to us. And they take one away. And the waitress is like, what's with the $4 bills? And they're like, every time you mess something up, I remove one. And they like, stuff like that. That's like really gross to me. Good night, Hewlins. Good night,
You know what,
Elder.
Yulin?
What?
Never have that problem with me. We don't tip.
Definitions are like plucking ass hairs with this guy. Oh, Yulin hates me. I'm killing the waiter if they take too long. Is that an actual thing people do? Yes. Say psych? Nope. That is a thing I have seen people do. Psych. Just Americans. We're at 4 miles. We're at 4 miles. We got one more. That's a snooty rich person thing. No taking the tip away for bad service. That's so fucked. It's... I understand not paying a tip for bad service, right? If a waitress literally forgets my table, and we go 20 minutes without anybody coming by, and they're like, hey, sorry, forgot about you. Yeah, I'm not tipping for that. That's ridiculous. If they like... And what I've seen it used is, can you tell me about this dish? Oh, I actually haven't had that dish. I can't really tell you anything about it. Oh, well, I would expect a good waitress to know about that dish, so we're gonna take one of the dollars out. That shit is like... Man, fuck you. It is very much a, like, snooty rich guy thing who thinks very highly of themselves, who thinks all the stuff they think of is so smart, and if it ever happened to them, they'd be livid and upset. But they've never thought about that.
Kimmy,
Yes.
why'd this guy start on a slope?
He's walking up a slope right now. 12 incline, dog.
Oh
Come
my
on.
god, this guy. Always complaining.
I guess that's true.
You know what? You know what? There.
No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Do a flip.
Yulin, don't do it. No. Anyone who can't see, Yulin's on the edge of a cliff in the actual map.
There's a cliff to my right. Nobody can stand to my right now.
I
If only I play space. I could play space up if I was in VR.
That's the kind of shit someone records themselves doing. Posting on Instagram like they're bestowing wisdom on people. Literally exactly what Oku said. To be fair, the definitions work better when they're treated looser and more flexibly, in my opinion. I'm beating her up at the table. Then they'll get maybe like 281 likes, but then 3.6k comments. I treat waitstaff nice. Think it's a big turnoff to not. But I will beat their ass in front of the restaurant. I treat waitstaff nice because they work in food services. I hate the tipping industry. But I feel like, you know, trying to fix it by not tipping, I feel like that punishes... I feel like that's a purge mentality. Hi, Nick. I feel like we gotta fix the world by fucking punishing a lot of people. And I don't like that. I feel like the better solution is you find a restaurant that's like, we don't do tips. That becomes your favorite restaurant. Reward the good behavior. Don't punish the bad
And
behavior.
before all the employees are robots.
Oh my goodness.
Do it, Cairo. I'm lying, I'll literally eat the wrong order because I don't really care. Thank you,
I'm
Cairo.
sorry, did you hear my Borker?
No.
Oh, okay.
To be fair, it's a
He had a
slipper
bad-
slip.
Yeah, Borger? Where's my Borger?
No, my Borker.
His dog.
My little guy.
His little
My
man.
guy.
Oh.
My little man.
I mean,
He had
Now I'm
he had
just
a tough time
disappointed.
yesterday. It was thundering outside, and he wasn't having a good time.
To be fair, it's a slippery slope, Elon. Who knows where you may end up? Okay, I did hear that one. Is that the cute and adorable
Respect
Cairo I
him.
see? Yeah. Tip culture is exploitative. But yeah, the only way to have meaningful change at the legislative level. Who is a cute redhead? That is Kimmy. They're Kersey in chat.
Meow.
I actually saw a story that was this guy. It was malicious
Hi,
compliance.
Yoku.
I don't remember what it was. I don't remember what Reddit page it was. But
Well,
he had this neighbor, and the neighbor keeps parking in their driveway. And they're like, dude, stop parking in my fucking driveway. What speed is it? Okay, there. He's like,
Elon's
dude,
defusing a bomb
mean-
right now.
hold on, you two. This guy keeps parking in his driveway, and he keeps going out to him, and the dude's like mid-20s. He's like, hey man, you're literally blocking my driveway. And the guy will be like, oh, it's just for a short time. But it'll be like 3 to 5 hours. And so after warning this guy like 10 times, hey man, stop parking in my driveway, and the guy dismissing it, he's like, that's it, I'm fucking towing this guy. He gets home. He sees the guy has parked in his fucking driveway. And he sees the guy like through a window, like, I guess cleaning himself up for a date or something. I don't know. This is where the story starts to look kind of fake. Because he's like, oh, I knew the guy was getting ready for a Tinder date. So he calls the tow company and gets the car towed. And like 40 minutes later, he's just sitting on his porch like waiting for the guy to learn about it. A girl walks up to his house, and he comes out of his house and meets her. And then he sees his car is in there, and he's like, what the fuck? He's like, if you're looking for your car, I had it towed because you kept parking in my driveway. And the guy's like, what the fuck, man? Well, the girl's like, wait, you parked in his driveway? You're a fucking loser, and she leaves. And it's like, and then everyone clapped. I read this story and I'm like, this is fake. But I do get that logic, right? If I was that girl in that situation, and I was like, hang on, you were parking in his driveway? What the fuck? You're a loser. This is a terrible story, Lamau. It is. I didn't put it in my notes, but it's relevant to where, like, if somebody treats others like that, that is extremely unattractive to me. I would have towed his girlfriend. Over here, you'll find the tires flat and windows broken. Murphy, no like Yulin.
Hey.
He really is a good dog. Gimme, may I please pet the tail? He eats her.
yeah, you can pet the tail. But, no, I was gonna say, it makes sense that he, doesn't like you, Elon. He's like Whitney Houston, that one homophobic dog.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he's barking at you.
He literally can't be homophobic, Cairo.
Why not?
Well, he likes you, doesn't he?
I'm not gay. What?
What?
The freak?
Huh? The freak?
No.
Huh? No.
No.
What are you talking
You're a comedian.
I don't like men.
Bro is
the heck?
such a liar.
What are you talking about?
Not by me, but my brother. My brother won't put up with anything. 4.3. Oh my god, I'm fucking tired. I'm not gay. He said gaily. Eland is a brand risk. I can't believe Pyro just went, me? Gay? What? I don't know what you're talking about. Like, no, I'm not gay.
Yeah, speaking of brand risk, Global was explaining to me that video with the YouTuber shouting out gamer subs in the shots he was taking with that one VTuber. I was like looking at lore so early in the morning.
I need to go look at that again because I don't remember that stuff. He did say it kinda gaily. You'll tell Cairo to get me donuts? No! It's like that SpongeBob episode where
I want
Patrick has like
donuts.
8 hooks in his mouth. Except it's Cairo and they're all cocks instead. Good lord. Well, you just did, so... I don't think that's how language works, Noodles. I don't think me reading is telling you anything. while you were playing Helldivers, Cairo. I was playing Season of Discovery with Ants. I think I mentioned this to you last night. I do not like classic shamans. That shit sucks.
That's what I was playing.
I know. Hi, Happy.
Yeah, I was playing Enhancement too, Yulin, so having to reapply my shit every 5 minutes was like my whole gameplay loop.
That shit's stinky as hell. Give me Storm Strike. But it's like, you gotta wait till 40. You gotta wait till 40? Huh?
See, Yulin, you're too impatient. You need to enjoy the journey. You're too focused on the destination.
I'll enjoy the journey on a fun class that gets abilities right away, or on Classic Plus if they ever come out with that. The Priest Crit rune is crazy. Ants was playing Shadow Priest, right? And he had a rune called Homunculi, which for 2 minutes makes 3 little shadow versions of himself. So like, he's sitting there like, damn, I wish if I'd known they look like me, I'd have made my character look goofier. Because it's literally like 3 waist-high versions of yourself that are just little shadow guys running around.
Three ants walking in a trench coat.
I thought it would be 3 kobolds in a trench coat,
No.
which is usually what I am, for that matter. The what?
Listen, I got promised some bomb-tasting donuts.
Oh.
I'm playing Enhancement, right? My best move is fucking Lava Burst. So I'm hard casting that before every pull. Ants was using Mind Spike? I forget what it was. But it was this really pretty, like, purple bolt. And, like, an enemy would get hit by one of us, and then the other, and just die. We did the Valley of Trials. Then we did all the Senjin Village stuff. Fuck those crabs. We literally swimming around for like 10 minutes looking for Makrura eyeballs. God.
Man, that sounds so fun.
Eyeballs?
They give you a quest in Classic WoW that's in the troll area. That's like, collect 8 crab crawler mucus and 4 intact Makrura eyeballs. And the crabs are easy, because there's a shit ton of them all over the beach. The Makruras are like, kind of spread out, so you can find one easily, but it's not 100% drop chance. When you find one, typically you don't find another. You have to like, run a ways over, and then you'll find another.
Alright.
So they're just super spread out, and between the 2 of us, we had to kill like, fucking 20. And it was like, oh my god. But it was fun. I don't think I'll play Shaman again, but Rogue is fun, Warrior is fun. I can see myself playing Hunter again just because it's fucking Hunter and I like Melee Hunter. We're at 4.5.
I'm sorry.
All good. What other notes do I have? I mentioned it earlier. I guess there was some big Aiden Ross boxing event. It was on Kick. Shit went down. A bunch of guys jumped a dude named Antonio. And they started beating him up. And then he pulled out a gun. And I don't think he shot anybody or shot the gun at all. But like, they ran and he was chasing them. Just with a gun out. So, you know, that fucking happened.
Yeah, it's a big crime. Yeah.
So funny to call him a dude named Antonio. I have never heard of him in my life, Ants. What is he known for? Holidays made me want an
Yeah, I have
apple
no
cobbler.
idea
Now
either.
I'm hungry. Is he like a kick streamer?
yeah.
Or is he like an actual boxer? NFL player and being funny on Twitter. Oh, okay.
Oh, he's
Neither.
an NFL player. See, that just shows you how fucking nerd
Yeah.
Dylan and I are. We don't know shit about sports.
The great Black
no,
Otaku.
I promised Noodles to take them to a donut place near me that's local that people drive like an hour to go to. That's why they're talking about donuts.
Why am I getting roped into that then?
Do you not like donuts?
I love donuts. I don't want to buy donuts. And I'm definitely
I'll
not
buy you
driving an
donuts.
hour for donuts.
Well, no. It's only like 20 minutes from me.
You know what I like? I like those shitty, day-old staleness gas station donuts.
That's fucked up.
I know. That's just
It's
how
on brand.
I is. NFL player. The Great Black Otaku. Yeah, that's his at. Saw a video where there were gunshots heard. Oh. Yulin, you need help, man. I've had those donuts. I don't know. They're
you
good when
can't
they're
stop
fresh,
those
but
donuts.
No.
when they have a little bit of stiffness to them, when they're like just a tad
Like
stale,
Steph?
I'm down with that. 4.6.
Yeah, no. It's funny when Ants was here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Me and Micaiah went to go get those donuts there. Keep in mind, this place is like 20, 30 minutes from a lot of people.
Okay.
Micaiah and I just see my mom there. And we're just like, what the fuck are you? I was like, what the fuck are you doing here? No, we saw her again at Costco. I thought my mom was like stalking us.
That's the kind of thing where if somebody was like, "What the fuck are you doing here?" I'd be like, "What am I doing? In line at the donut shop? Gee, I don't know. Probably getting donuts? What do you mean, what am I doing here?" My local donut shop is open for 3 hours a day, 4 days a week. I can never get there in time unless I camp out. Oh my god, are we done walking yet? I can feel the fucking sweat dripping down my arms. Axel, Global, why do you spoil me so much? Actually, hold on. Should I be saying that to Global? Global spoils me now and then. But I feel like sometimes it's them apologizing for all the fucking shit they gave me. I love you, Global. Are you gonna play Sod with us? You gonna make a character on Season of Discovery? The AFK defense. I asked if you were gonna play Season of Discovery with me and Ants.
Maybe. I'm on a little Helldivers kick right now. I'm kind of off my Schedule 1 kick because, okay, so there's not enough content in the game, Yulan.
Yeah.
It fucking slows to a snail's crawl. Like, it was literally like, I had everything set up. I just need to wheel and deal drugs for like 10 hours of gameplay straight to unlock more clients. I'm like, this sucks ass. Yeah.
I like the Snake Road walk here, by the way. So this zone, Noodles, this is an ancient, sacred forest by the Night Elves. They had a lot of ruins in the zone. It was very important to them at the height of the Night Elven Empire 10,000 years ago. There was a big event 10,000 years ago, Noodles, called the Sundering. It broke apart the world. A lot of Night Elves died. And now a lot of their cities, they just don't live in. They've become ruins. They're just like, they just exist, but nobody's there. But the Night Elves still call it theirs. They're like, these are our sacred lands. Nobody can use them. And it's like, you literally haven't been here for like 5,000 years? Fuck you. And so the Horde settle Orgrimmar, just south of Ashara, and basically claim it. And the Night Elves are trying to like kick the Horde out. They're like, you can't, that's our sacred land! And the Horde's like, you literally aren't using it, fuck you. And so, nothing really happens with Ashara for a bunch of time. When the Goblins join the Horde in Cataclysm, the Horde basically says, hey, you Goblins, you're gonna do a bunch of like science shit. You're gonna make a bunch of engineering bullshit. We don't want that High Rhine. We don't want that in Orgrimmar. So go use the land of Ashara. So the Goblins, they go up to this sacred ancient forest, And they just start posting up. They just start putting all their buildings, their experimental shit, cutting down the trees. And the Night Elves hate that. But fuck them. The Goblins, they have the main city, which is to the right. We might see it at some point in the video. Well, we walk through it at the end. It's a harbor that looks really cool. And then they have a bunch of outposts around the edge of the zone. And these outposts are connected by this road. It's like the Rocket Railway. And so you can go to any of these outposts and be like, hey, I want to go to this station. And they will put you on a rocket that gets there in like a minute. It's just a really cool feature of the zone. It's neat. But, it's a very goblin-themed thing. I like the Snake Road Walker, by the way. Long ears, we're here. Checking out now. But fuck 'em. Settle down, bottom. Okay. Alright. The leader of the goblins, a piece of shit named Trade Prince Gallywix, he also found one of the mountains here and carved his fucking face into it like Mount Rushmore, and he built a nice little holiday home for him on top with a pool and a golf course. Ancient sacred forest, by the way, and he is built fucking Mount Rushmore, golf course, pool, vacation home on top of it. I love the goblins. If they weren't so wordy and just gnarly, I would absolutely play one. If they were cute like Dore or Gabby, oh my god, I would play a goblin. But, they're more like Lord of the Rings goblins. Alright, why is he being goblin racist? What do you mean?
No, well,
Bye.
my partner's on silent.
All good.
He is a little bit, isn't he?
Have fun.
What the fuck, Yuland?
What?
I don't know.
You don't even know. You're just saying what
What
the
do you
fuck.
mean? I don't know.
Look at this girl.
That rocks.
I hate
That
her.
rocks.
No.
Kimmy, I love you.
It doesn't rock. She's an asshole. I'm so tired. It's almost usually the right time to say, what the fuck, Ewan? Almost always? What the fuck?
Yuland, I can't believe you've done this.
Oh, I can't believe you've done this. I thought the guy in that video was such an asshole for hitting the dude. And then you learn the lore of the video. So the video is the guy, he takes off the sunglasses, he puts them on the table, and he starts talking. And the guy sitting next to him just literally punches him in the jaw. And goes, fuck you, and leaves. And the guy goes, oh, I can't believe you've done this. The lore of that video is that they were working on a high school project. They were doing like an acting class thing. And the sunglasses belonged to the second guy. And the second guy's like, hey man, these are really nice sunglasses. Don't just like throw them on the table, okay? I don't want them to break, these mean a lot to me. And he's like, yeah, sure, okay. And the guy that wears the sunglasses, they're not his sunglasses, he's borrowing them. And he keeps just like throwing them off and slamming them on the table. And the guy's like, dude, don't fucking do that to my sunglasses. Which ruins the take, right? So they have to reshoot it. They do like 9 takes and he just fucking throws them on the table every time. And after 9 times, the guy who owns the sunglasses is just like, fuck you! And punches him. It's not out of nowhere. It's like, you've been disrespecting my belongings for the past fucking hour and I keep telling you not to? Fuck you, I'm over this. The villain of that story is the guy getting punched. He 100% deserved it. Yeah, I'd do that too, to be honest. Mac, are we being mad at Ewan for being anti-goblin? Fuck around, find out. What do you mean, the lore? That's the whole video. Oh, the backstory. Yeah, the backstory. My favorite is the Frisbee vine. What the fuck, Richard? I don't know if I remember that one.
do you mean? It's like they're playing frisbee golf,
Mm-hmm.
and a guy just throws it to, you know what frisbee golf looks
Yes.
like, right?
Yes.
He's throwing it towards like the little goal, and he just throws it completely to the right, like over an underpass, and a guy in the background just goes, "What the fuck, Richard?" And that's the whole video.
I remember the audio clip. I don't know if I remember the visual. I think I do. Well, you describing it, I'm like, yeah, I think I remember it. I don't know the backstory of it. Oh my god, we're done. Oh my god, 9-6, 9-7, 9-8, 9-9, 5.
Time to go walk on Hoth now.
Fuck you. Yame Maru. Oh god. What is Oku wearing? That's fine. Oh. My feet aren't. There.
Your cock is hanging out.
Yamemaru. Pause that. Close that. Turn the Legend of Zelda music back on. Oh my god, I'm fucking covered in sweat.
You should lick it up.
No, I don't think I should.
Are you done already, Yuli?
We are done. Why do you say it like
my
that?
God.
I hate it when you do that.
What do you mean?
Are you done already? Oh, it's only like you just started. You didn't go far today. Fuck you.
Yeah, Yolan, what the hell? You could have walked longer.
5 miles. And now we rest. We come over here. This person is still alive. This person is still alive. This person is no longer alive. Have a good nap, Yolan. Is it in ye? Is it in yet? Excuse me, Noodles? Yolan finishing early socials?
Huh?
We're not even finishing! What the hell? Oh boy, resting time? I didn't say yet. That's what you were gonna say. I said yeah. Yeah, but you cut it off with the fucking dash. Which means there was more coming. I'm changing my outfit.
More coming and it's in?
I hate this girl so much. One of these days I'm gonna lose it on Kimmy. She's gonna do like, you took a shower and come? And I'm just gonna be like, stop it! Stop it! Have a conversation like a normal person! Please! I just want to talk to you, and all you talk about is these dumb memes! Stop it! I felt the bobby pin fall.
Send you into a mental asylum. Just on phrasing.
Was it this one that it fell out of? It is. It's not funny! It's never been funny! Please, just talk like a normal person!
Be normal! Did you see the Darth Vader stuff in Fortnite?
Yes, it's really bad. I did not realize that they used an AI voice of a fucking dead human being, and it's like, oh, this is a lot less cool now that I know that. Is this tracker drifting? It is a little. That's fine. Where are we? Right here? I didn't say yet. I said yeah. Oh, good. I'll cut you off. I can spend time with Kyra now if you're ending now. Wait, he is dead? Sorry, but the word come is now only a double entendre.
I'm not dead.
No, you're dead.
What the freak?
I don't know.
Cairo's dead.
That's what Global said. I'm not allowed to contradict Global about you because he gets mad at me if I do. I'm not allowed to talk about you. We fixed our trackers, fixed our
Rest
avatar,
in peace, Icy Pop.
fixed our trailer, fixed our title, fixed the other thing. Where are we going? Go to Hearthwood. I was thinking about going there yesterday. Friends. Drop portal. Portal. Oh, James Earl Jones died in September? Yeah, I didn't hear about that. Or I did and I just forgot. Dylan, how do you expect a corpse to record voice lines? I don't. I just am less comfortable with them using AI for his voice. Maybe if they like paid his family or whoever owns the rights to, well, it should be his family. I don't know if they did. It's also that AI is saying a lot of inappropriate stuff, so you know. It was his dying wish. You should have been there last night for our discussion. Was it actually his dying wish that, like, his voice could still be used to support his family or something? Because if so, okay, that's kind of cool. Unless his dying wish was, don't use my voice for AI, please don't let him do that. At which point, oh god. Put me as AI in Fortnite. Dies. Okay, I thought you were being serious. God damn it. Flying. Behavior, auto level pit. Oh. There. I'm good with this.
This is downstairs?
Yeah, it's the VIP area.
Oh. It's a VIP.
I'm in your
Oh.
Discord call, goofer.
What the?
Alright, cameras are set up. I wanted to get on,
Wait.
but the time I woke up, it was midnight. I had storms and was afraid of frying my index. Yeah, I kind of want to come cuddle here. You'd be welcome. It's comfy. Oh shit, he did sign the rights to LucasArts to use his voice for AI synthesis for Vader?
Noodles,
2022?
come join.
Not his dying wish, but they
Oh,
have
well.
permission? I mean, yeah, I guess. Find a deep voice dude, just pay him to record most of Vader's voices in the filter. If he actually signed his rights away for it, I mean, I guess I don't
That's
have
on
a
him.
problem with that, yeah? Joking, but he did. I made an appointment for the hairdresser, T-Heat. Nah, the AI is funnier. Oh yeah. I wish lens visibility stayed the same when I logged out. I hate that it resets every time. Because it's really nice having the fucking solid puck. Doesn't work if it's just voice lines. Wasting your talents on rat girl pornography. I'm sorry. What? What?
Huh?
I got fucking lost with that one.
Though, to be fair, I don't think his dying wish was to be saying skibidi toilet in Fortnite.
AI
CBD
Vader said
toilet.
that? Okay. That's crazy.
And Yeah, he said skibidi toilet.
The one I saw was the F slur with the
Oh, it was like the Discord call of friends. Well, because they got him talking about carcinogens, like cigarettes, and so he said the European term for cigarettes, and they all just went, oh my god, oh!
I think I saw
Yeah,
an
that's what they
edited version. Because they asked him about, like... I thought they asked him about, like, gay people or something.
No. They got him on the topic of like carcinogens, and he's like European term for cigarettes, and that's what he said. And everyone was like, "Oh my god! Oh my god!"
I've seen like 4 videos of him saying Hawk Tuah. It's so based. Goodness, what were my notes for today? The VR chat exploration with Core last night, mostly the calligraphy map. I had something for Haxie, but I think she's either busy today or she knew I was gonna talk about this, so she knew to stay away. There was a moment on Core stream yesterday where Core and I started following Haxie, who's just walking along, kind of away from the group, minding her own business. And she starts humming. She's just, like just humming to herself innocently. And like, Core and I just start watching her. We're like 10 feet behind her, just watching her hum. Someone else comes up and joins us. And then Lego Kyle comes up and joins us. And he doesn't understand what we're doing, so he's just like, what are we waiting for? And Haxie, not knowing people are there, turns around, sees 4 of us there, and fucking has a heart attack and just like runs away. And we're like, oh, Kyle, why'd you let her know? Oh man. It was literally that the married couple watching the deer in their backyard, and the guy sneezes. Hi, Master
Good
Panda
job,
Lord.
Ron.
Oh, nice going, Ron.
What, am I
What?
not
I
allowed
can't
to
sneeze. I'm not allowed to sneeze in my own home. And like those 2 lines just tells you everything you need to know about that marriage, and it's so funny. But like it was that with Kyle. We're just like, nice going, Kyle. Ah, you fucking scared her. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know. Howdy, hi. You don't want to know what my favorite video ever is? Tell me. Let's show them what a Family Guy can do. Line goes kind of hard, though. Hold on, what? Guys, I'm like toasted. I'm like so tired that I feel like I'm missing every reference. Shoots a blank gun indoors. This is why Mom doesn't fucking love you! And the guy runs back to his room, starting to cry from the, like... the accusation that Mom doesn't love him. Yeah, that's a pretty good one, Noodles. Yes, the tears. I also love that video. What would be my favorite video? Turkey Slurpee. I love the girl just going, Turkey Slurpee, and just like choking on this
Such
fucking...
a gross video.
It's so dumb. Why did she think that would work? My favorite video is the front fell off. I've definitely seen that, but I'm like having trouble remembering it. I'm thinking of Droop Snoot, and I'm thinking of Why Did You Turn? When Life Gives You Lemons is also great. Or Watermelon. Damn it. Senril is like probably hates Turkey Slurpee. Hi, Micaiah.
Good morning,
because
Micaiah.
when we used to watch videos in Core's Discord a lot more, it was like we'd watch videos every night. And like about once a week, I would sneak in Turkey Slurpee. It got to the point where like Freydle, Senril, and Full would be on guard. They'd literally be watching the video queue. And if I didn't put the video in less than 2 seconds before the next video played, they would remove it. They were like on guard for that shit. So like I remember one time, it's like 10 seconds before the next video plays, I uploaded as play next, and Freydle removed it. And he's like, yeah, fucking get the fuck out of here, you. And I was like, what the fuck? You were just waiting. I harassed them with that video. It's just something AI Vader said. Oh, I see. I wake Gumo. No, it's funny when it happens. At an IRL meetup, people kept casting the skeleton appears to the living room TV. I miss Elon videos. I also miss video night. We really haven't done it in a while. I don't know why. Every now and then I'll see, I'm less tuned in is why. I will still see like Sentinel, Fradel, and Core in Discord now and then. Granted, a lot less the past week or two since Sentinel's on their trip, but I miss video nights with the group. I came down the stairs and it started, and I fell over laughing. What was the video that like... Oh! There was a video that for a while, no matter how many times I saw it, I could not stop laughing. And it was Oni's Dragon's Ball PP videos. The one scene in particular was Goku showing up and Gohan going, Daddy, and Goku goes, ew, F word, and just elbows him. And like, I literally could not see that scene without crying laughing. It was like 2 years of watching it regularly, and I was just like, this time I'm not gonna laugh at it. And I'd laugh every time. I could beat an ant if it was this big. Yeah, holy shit! What are you, gay? Yeah. No, it's what are you, K? Like the drink K. I think, cause... Alright, I'm pretty sure it's, what are you, K? Yeah. And he's just like, well, if that's the case, and I don't remember. God, it's been so long. I remember like some of the one-liners. I remember he really are Super Saiyan lesbians, and he didn't invite me to his birthday party. I just started saying yeah like that. I love that video. Well, Kaka Krabby Patty, Freezy Pop, dude, it's so good. Carrot Cake, he didn't invite me to his birthday party. What? How dare you, Freezy Pop? Oh God, I need to just watch it again to remember it, because I'm like half remembering every quote. It's so good though. Beer Chat, Calligraphy, and Haxie sneaking around. Season of Discovery Shaman. I didn't talk about this. There's a big YouTube channel called Outdoor Boys. And one of the guys from that, I think his name is Luke, is quitting.
The guy.
The guy?
He's the guy. He's the guy. The only
quitting.
guy. Oh,
people were talking about it like there was more than one guy.
No, it's just him.
It's
him and his sons.
He's getting too much attention for it. People are recognizing him in public, and he's not comfortable with that. And he wants to focus like on his son's YouTube channels, and he just wants to like quit the channel. He said he has a bunch of unreleased content that he'll release at like the end of the year. But you know, don't expect anything from anytime soon. But yeah, he's just I guess he's just done. I'm about to rewatch it right now. It is your hair. What are you, gay? Is the quote. I thought it was K. I could have sworn it was K. And then the Aiden Ross boxing event. NFL dude Antonio got jumped and pulled out a gun. Which that can go so many different ways. I feel like if people jump you and start beating the shit out of you, self-defense is pulling out a gun. But people are going to look at the way he did it, where he was like chasing people around with the gun, and probably, you know, not self-defense. That's the whole thing. That is the correct time to pull out a gun? Literally, yeah. And then the last thing in my notes is the co-founder of VShojo is stepping down. Little fun fact about him. His name is, did I not write down his name? God damn it, I didn't write down his name. It's Moo something. He's the guy that did the Snoop Dogg Blend S mashup. I literally did not know that video, the guy who made that video, was just the co-founder of VShojo. That is like fucking what? Huh? Hi, Samiko. Yeah, dubs to that. Different time memory degrades. Also had no clue. Same dude that was, you know, co-founder and running the show with VShojo for 5 years. Did the Snoop Dogg Blundust matchup, which is, God, is that like the most famous like weeb mashup of stuff of all time? There's that one. Apple Bottom Jeans is pretty good. I think Blundust is like the big one though. I don't know of one bigger than that. But yeah, that was my notes for today. Today is Saturday, so I'll be on VR chat later tonight. Apple Bottom Jeans. But its BOC is good? What do you mean it's BOC? I'm gonna be on VR chat later tonight. I need to spend most of today cleaning. Blue Oyster Cult, old man.
Go clean, you stink.
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm covered in sweat, but I kind of meant the house. And I swear. Triple Q is furiously typing in Discord
Meow, meow.
right now. Who the hell is Triple Q? Also,
What?
Also,
You know who Triple Q is?
no, I don't know who Triple Q is.
Man, this Elon guy stinks.
Also, Kimmy, what do you mean meow meow? Your whole thing is a dog girl.
Triple Q was like one of the heads of the
Yeah,
Silva Gunner, Elon,
Oh, okay.
as well as doing his own stuff.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Who's Silva Gunner?
The Silva Gunner parody channel.
Yeah, I've never heard of them.
Dude. You stink. You're stinky.
Okay. Whatever.
He's
I
covered in
don't-
sweat.
I don't know every reference to everything. I guess I suck.
I'm glad we reached an understanding.
Okay. Fuck you. He does, gyro fucker. Who is live? Who is live today? There's a lot of people live. There's a lot of people live that I want to raid. There's too many. I'll be nice. I will be nice. They are like 65% of the links I send you. I knew he didn't watch anything. No, I just don't remember like every little detail about a link you send me. I remember watching it, and then I remember it for a day or two, and then I forget it. We have this person. We have that person. Ooh, hang on. Is this... Oh. The person I was thinking of raiding, and I'm still thinking of raiding. I thought they were playing Outer Wilds for a moment. They're playing Outer Worlds. Ugh.
He's actually being debated.
My mom barely remembers I exist, Cairo. Hi, Shion.
I need to finish that game.
Which one? Wilds or Worlds?
Wilds.
Really good. There's three people that look like good targets. There are 3 good targets that I need to decide between. One playing Marvels. There's Outer Worlds, and there's VR chat. How long has Marble Streamer been going? 1 hour? I wonder if they had like a crash, because I thought they were like going live. I thought they were live before I start. You know what? I'm overdue for this person. I haven't rated them in I do think they're. We're gonna go to the marble streamer. Comfy socials. Okay. Oh, I don't want to get up. I'm so comfy in the beanbag, I don't. Ends. Ugh. Ugh. Okay. Alright. Holy gross. I started moving. I felt like my fucking sweaty pits and stuff. I need to shower. I need to shower. I need to shower. I need to shower. That felt fucking gnarly. What does this say? What did Kimmy write here? Come meow. What's wrong with her? What's wrong with her? Behavior. Look at me. Anchor. Thank you for the socials, Kumi. Where is Chattering? Flash Raid. Daki VR. They're playing Marbles. Marbles is a fun Twitch game. You type in ! play and you've got a marble in the race. I have put way too much time into Marbles in the but thank you everybody for joining. Thank you everybody for keeping me company. It was day 667, which feels like holy shit, when did it get that high? We did 5 miles because we had heavy incline and I'm exhausted and stinky. And then yeah, that's it for today. I love you. Bye. Nippa, what the fuck?